Here we go again. Into the mystery labyrinth, my friends. I'm very excited for this one, to be honest. I don't care about the doctor, but I care about learning more about Vivia and about the mysteries around this. Everything going on.
Again with the falling. Why can't it ever be a gentle landing? Oh, Vivia. This is called the Mystery Labyrinth.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
You can tell? Oh, well, anyway, this actually isn't my forte. It's...
Is he finally going to address the fact that he's been able to see Shinigami this whole time?
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
Is that why he's been calling Yuma the death detective? Because he knows she's there?
Huh?
So you really could see me this whole time?
He could?
Yes, finally. Oh my god, someone's talking about it.
It's due to my spiritual affinity. Ever since I was young, I've been able to see otherworldly things. My forte was gained through training that innate talent. Though I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around, but that was it. Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency and saw that death got clear as crystal. After that, I did some research. I discovered that the WDO Underground Book Vault held something called the Book of Death.
That Yuma took, right? Because that's the only way to make a contract with the death god, is by doing something in that book. It's not a good thing.
And also, that someone had taken it.
Yuma took it.
Did I take it? Before I lost my memories?
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, I doubt you'd have access to the book vault. Only a handful of people have WDO clearance for that.
Just a handful?
Anyway, you've been using this ability to solve the other cases up till now, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits?
Yes.
My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a mystery, causes its true perpetrator to die. If that's the case, you've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone. It's just what happens when...
Nope. I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
Wow, Shinigami, way to throw me under the bus. Wow.
What? Hey!
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes. You're risking your life to solve these mysteries.
I see. So you're determined to do this, huh? Sorry, but I don't think I have that kind of conviction myself.
Dude, seriously, you can't just lay there like a sloth.
So, I think I'll take a nap here while you go and risk your life.
You can sleep if you want, but you won't be able to get out.
Is that so?
Yeah, you have to come with me.
If you're not with Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, this place will collapse around you. Well, if you don't have any regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
Regrets? I don't have any of those, but there are still some things I've left unfinished. Especially after you exposed the mystery of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
I don't care what you do, just don't get in our way. Well Master. Let's do the usual.
Oh god.
Yeah, okay.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I am.
Is that sword for cutting through mysteries? This place must be pretty dangerous.
Oh, there she goes. Oh my god, I can't.
Here you go, Master. Here's your solution key.
Is that key something like a clue for the case? Wow. Looks like you're ready to go.
Could you be more of a doubter? Whatever. I'm gonna ignore you. So let's go and unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth.
We have to walk? This is unbearable.
I can't. It's so funny.
Come on! You're bumming me out here.
I thought you were gonna ignore him.
All right, here we go.
Say, Vivia, do you remember anything about the case?
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
I mean, those two things, his murder and the chief getting attacked, have to be connected.
Huh? You remember? Everyone else that came here lost their memories.
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one remembers this death god.
How rude of them. It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got solved.
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia. But Vivia is the only one who came into the mystery labyrinth.
I guess coalescence got overridden. Maybe it only takes the most recent ability.
I don't know. Maybe?
I don't know either.
You don't know? But coalescence is your power, Shinigami.
Relax, will ya? Minor detail.
You would have been better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
Yeah, maybe, but I like you better, so.
It doesn't matter anyway. No one can use their forte here.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything. Thank goodness. What a relief.
That's so funny. Why is he me?
Jeez! You ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Hey, relax.
Ooh, there's that mystery!
Huh? I told you to stop surprising me like that.
Thought this labyrinth would only require your wits. But it looks like it's going to take more than that, Yuma.
Yeah, I mean, every single one of these labyrinths has required his blood. Which, when you think about it, I mean, I never really thought about it before. It's quite disturbing.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Wow.
Huh? Why didn't a problem appear?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Not only was there no problem, no choice appeared either. Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
Yeah, there's so many unknowns. I'm honestly feeling lost right now.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing. Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is the fact that Dr. Weska was murdered in a completely locked room with no way in or out. The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security. And yet, he was found stabbed to death. We were the first to discover the body. At the time, we were controlling the robot, Amapel. Because of that, we were thought to be the culprits, but we obviously aren't. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor's lab? That's what I don't know.
But the culprit is definitely the hitman, right?
I think so, but I'm not absolutely sure. Besides, even if the hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him. But there's no doubt the hitman stabbed Chief Yako. That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
Huh?
Peacekeepers?
Kanai Ward's garbage. What are you doing here?
Oh no, he's gonna be the phantom thing that we have to fight, isn't he?
Yomi Hellsmile.
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
Wait, he's actually... Wait. He's actually here? This isn't just like a mystery phantom?
Yeah, but he's just part of the mystery labyrinth.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I figured. In other words, he's a monster created from the labyrinth, right?
Right.
You pieces of shit.
okay. Rude.
Disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward.
Monokuma? Is that you? Stop. Did they really? Oh my god.
This guy doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
But we have no choice. For Chief Yako. For everyone.
It's been a while since I played the last Mystery Labyrinth, so I'm gonna hope I remember all the controls.
You killed Dr. Weska, didn't you? Turn yourselves in so I can torture you to death!
Can't. He looks like Monokuma. That's all I see. But like, of course that's all I see. I'm sure that's all anybody sees who plays this game. Security log, security power play, toxic. Alright, I'll look at it after. I'll go through it.
Who killed Dr. Weska? You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab,
Oh, jeez. Oh my god.
and then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab, the security system for the critical lab stayed active. It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active. In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder,
Ooh. Thought it was gonna be up.
which makes you the culprit.
Okay. Yeah, it would have been pretty tough to get through the security system to enter the critical lab. But the doctor died before we got inside, which means there had to have been an intruder. Anyway, let's take another look at the solution keys to see if any evidence stands out. Okay. Security log. Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. The last time was 90 days ago. Power supply. The critical lab security system operates on a separate power system than what is managed in the electrical room. I don't think it has anything to do with the toxic gas properties. Shoe print, it's this.
There couldn't be an intruder.
Oh my god, finally! What's wrong with me? The first one, and I'm struggling so intensely. I'm sorry.
When the body was first discovered, Amapal was about to enter the doctor's lab. But something bumped into it and knocked it over. In fact, there was a mark on Amapal's head, like someone kicked it. That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it. It's proof that someone else was in the lab.
You call that evidence? Is bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth? Don't make me laugh. Oh, shit. There was an intruder? That's impossible. And in fact, you proved that yourself.
Am I agreeing with him this time? Am I agreeing with him this time?
Damn.
So many self-serving arguments. It's all made up. Use your powers of deduction and repel the contradiction. Okay.
Don't make me laugh. Oh, shit. There was an intruder? That's impossible. And in fact, you proved that yourself.
That claim doesn't hold up.
Okay, okay.
What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder.
You still don't understand? Don't make me laugh.
Okay, I'll look through them after I listen to what he says.
If there was another intruder, then where did they go?
Heck if I know. Genuinely, I have no idea.
By the time you arrived at the scene,
What?
there was no one else, right? There's no place to hide in the critical room. There's no way they got past it. Or are you saying they slipped away and you missed it? That's obviously impossible. Isn't that funny? You just proved you committed the crime.
Right.
It's true that we didn't see anyone on our way to the lab after disabling the security.
What does that mean?
How could the culprit have hidden from us? I don't know. For now, let's check the solution keys. You might find a useful clue. Okay.
If it...
The lab map. Okay. I don't think that has to do with anything. That has to do with Yako, not this, at this current argument that's happening. Airlocked decontamination device. This device exists to prevent leakage from the toxic gas chamber. The lid is barred, but has a hinge to make it easy to open and close. Unlike the decontamination device in the airlock chamber, the cover of the one in the panel chamber cannot open or close. It has to be this one. Finally, why did it take me so long to do that? That's what I've been meaning to do this whole time, and I've just been like a fool.
There's a hiding spot. It's inside the airlock's decontamination device. The vent cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit inside. If they hid inside the decontamination device, we wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway. Everything is wrong. Your existence is all wrong. Have fun chasing that fake truth you found.
I'm a little bit concerned with the fact that that was so difficult.
We managed to defeat him this time, but it's not over yet.
He sure is persistent, huh?
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
All right, we'll get it this time.
Come on, why does it have to be so sudden?
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery, we just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach the truth!
Okay, was there an intruder? Yes. Was there an intruder? Yes.
Right here!
We're just now getting to the point. What a pain.
This is a pain. I've been playing for like half an hour already because I kept messing up in the reasoning deathmatch like an idiot.
Hey, don't sigh, this is a good thing!
Sorry.
Anyway, let's head inside.
There was an intruder for sure! We know someone bumped into Amapal.
The culprit probably hit Amapal on their way out. After that, they must have intended to leave the lab. But they couldn't because we were in the front chamber. So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
And then left after we went in?
So, if you checked inside the decontamination device on the way to the scene, you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and we had no idea they were in there.
It's super lame to make up excuses, Master!
It's not an excuse, but it is true. If I had thought about why Amapal was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush or searched for them. And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yaga wouldn't have gotten stabbed.
Master, wallowing in regret is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have time to keep going.
Right.
Okay, what's next? Please no more reasoning deathmatch. I can't do one right away again. Please. For my sanity. And my dignity.
Really? Another fork in the path.
How did the culprit enter the lab?
Seems like we're finally at the central question. This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
I leave the rest to you. I'm going to read a book or something.
Okay.
You can bring your own stuff into the mystery labyrinth?
He's just special.
Okay. They deactivated security by cutting power. Never entered in the first place. Invited in by the doctor. It has to be this one. Deactivated by cutting the power. Right? Right? Right?
Right here!
There was a blackout for a few seconds.
The culprit used the blackout to slip past security and into the lab. That answer is pretty simple. Almost too simple.
Did I choose wrong?
Huh? A trap?
Guess you were wrong, Yuma. Well, I already knew that before you entered.
Couldn't you have said something, please, Vivia? Please. You just want to see me suffer. Is that what you want? Would that give you pleasure?
What? Why didn't you tell me?
You wanted me to tell you? You should have said so earlier.
You just kick him right in the shin. He deserves it. I like him. I love him, but he deserves it. Just swift kick.
People only grow by learning from past mistakes, which is why I purposely...
Master, we have to get out of here!
How do we get out?
Use logic to show how this route is the wrong one!
All right, I'll try.
Okay, I have to now prove what I thought was true wrong. Okay. Why is deactivated security by cutting the power not correct? The critical lab security system operates on a separate power system. Electrical room eyewitness. Right after the blackout, a researcher near the electrical room went inside to turn the power back on. At the time, they witnessed a dark silhouette. Security log. Whenever the security system turned on or off. Is it the security? No. Sorry, excuse me. Records show the security system was disabled an hour ago. It has not been turned back on since. Yuma and company use Amapal. I guessed.
The doctor said the critical lab was on a separate grid, and the lab switchboard wasn't in the electrical room. The security wouldn't shut off, even if there was a blackout in the building.
Oh. My bad. My bad. Chose the wrong one.
Well, I may have messed up, but at least we got a little closer to the truth.
Maybe, but if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
Okay, please don't be mean to me, Shinigami. I'm sensitive.
I know. I'll do better next time.
Well, then what was the answer? That they didn't get in to begin with? They had been in there for the last 90 days? There's no way they would have been invited in. Never entered in the first place or invited in by the doctor. I mean, I feel like the doctor wouldn't invite anyone in. Even the person he was corresponding with, because then they started getting threatening, so then he definitely wouldn't let anyone in. It has to be they never entered in the first place? How does that make any sense? They had been in there from the 90 days before? I'm gonna guess. I don't know. I genuinely... Not a clue.
Right here.
Ugh, it's wrong again.
Culprit never entered? But you said there's no doubt the culprit was in there.
Okay, don't judge me.
Perhaps the intruder is not the culprit after all.
So you're saying that the doctor committed suicide? If the doctor committed suicide, then the culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
But if the doctor did it, there would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
This whole thing is confusing to me. I'm in a trap again.
Huh? This route is wrong too?
Yeah, clearly, because I'm dumb.
Again?
No need to worry, Yuma. can't find a way to move forward.
Stop. I need to have a little bit of dignity left in me, please.
Sheesh. Even I'm losing motivation. You can take care of this on your own, can't you, Master?
Oh my god.
Don't let him influence you!
But like, why would the doctor invite anybody in? He had hearing issues. Who would he invite in? I don't understand.
That's right. The doctor was stabbed 3 times in the back. One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, then fell on it to kill himself.
Yeah, that would... No, he didn't commit suicide, and that wasn't what I meant when I chose that answer.
But he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that. There's no way.
I'm skipping him. Shut up. I know I was wrong. Stop. I know I'm dumb. This mystery labyrinth is making me feel stupid.
No excuses, Master. Do it again.
Like, I just did the investigation a couple hours ago. I played it a couple hours ago. And now I'm playing it again. I thought, you know, it's fresh. I could start the mystery labyrinth. It'll be good. I'll be good at it. And I'm absolutely horrible at it. What is going on?
You're tired, Yuma. Why don't you lie down for a bit?
Resting here wouldn't help me at all.
But why? I don't understand why the doctor would invite anyone in when clearly he wanted nothing to do with anybody being anywhere near him. I'm so... Ugh. Okay. This is the trillionth time I'm here.
Right here.
Well, clearly it's this one. I had no other choices.
The doctor invited the culprit in? But why?
What?
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit forced their way inside.
I'm sorry, this is wrong too?
If the culprit was invited to the lab, then he easily would have been able to enter.
Ah, so you think the doctor disabled the security? He wouldn't need it if he was expecting a guest.
What? Wait, I'm sorry. All 3 choices are wrong? What is happening here?
Huh? What? This was the last route!
This labyrinth is a tricky one. It's like one of those old detective novels.
So please help me, Vivia. I'm begging you.
Perhaps you're the real culprit, Yuma.
Okay.
Really, Master?
Of course not! Focus! We need to get out of here!
None of these make any sense. I'm so confused.
The log on the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of security getting shut down. If that's the case, he certainly didn't cut security just to let someone in. What's going on? Were all 3 routes wrong?
I wonder what it means.
It means it's gonna make me angry. I'm so, like, it's infuriating. 'Cause I thought I was just stupid. But apparently this was the whole plot of the game. There's a 4th one?
Hey, there's another door.
I get it! Since we proved that every possibility was wrong, a new one has appeared.
Interesting. The Mystery Labyrinth not only materializes the case, but also changes based on your investigation.
Right. Something felt off about those other routes. It's almost like we were forced to choose the wrong way.
But by eliminating each wrong answer one by one, you opened the path to the right answer.
You sound disappointed.
Who cares? Let's just see what's in the final route!
They use spectral projection to enter and kill him?
Huh? Didn't I suspected that from the beginning. But the one who can use spectral projection is standing right next to us. Vivia. I had theorized that maybe Vivia was the culprit. But like, I mean, he could be. But like, that's the only way that this would work. Then again, with the spectral projection, right? You can't hold on to material objects. At least Yuma couldn't. But then we saw Vivia, when he was threatening Yuma with a knife or a box cutter, whatever it was. He was holding it, and it wasn't like ghostly, you know, like it didn't look like it was part of his ghostly form. It looked like a real object. I think he can manipulate objects. Maybe because he's had his whole life to practice doing it. Like, and he became like a poltergeist kind of situation. But like, why? Why would he? But like, that's the only way anyone could have gotten in there without being detected. Then again, the doctor was able to see the culprit because he started freaking out when he saw him or her. I don't know. I still don't know. I don't know. Maybe somebody else has spectral projection and has a different kind than Vivia. That's possible too, right?
Then the culprit is...
I don't think it's him. Maybe somebody else has the same powers that he does.
I can't believe the culprit entered the labyrinth with us. That's never happened before. How dare you trick me!
You better start explaining.
There is no escape! Once the mystery labyrinth is solved, the culprit will be judged! Master, let's finish up this mystery labyrinth and both kill this dude!
Hold on!
What if this is wrong too? This looks like it could be wrong too.
Another trap?
What's happening?
That's why I said to wait. There's no way Vivia's the culprit.
Prove it and beat this thing! I won't be convinced until you do!
Okay, so it's because he can't touch anything. But then again, with the box cutter, I was a bit unsure. I don't know. But he can't be seen. It's the seen part.
To begin with, nothing can be touched while in ghost form. He couldn't have held the murder weapon, the knife.
And he wouldn't have been seen by Dr. Huesca.
So it's not possible that he stabbed the doctor. Now do you trust Vivia?
Master, I've said this 1,000 times, but a detective must suspect everything. Besides, it's his fault for being so sketchy. The way he looks, how he talks, everything is super suspicious.
Sorry. I do try to stay out of sight.
Anyway, let's go back.
We're stuck in an infinite loop, and it's not...
If he's not the culprit, then we're back to square one.
Let's try going back to the fork in the path. Maybe something else changed.
Maybe, unless they add a 5th door. Because This is just confusing. I have no idea what's going on. We've been stuck in this fork in the road forever. It's been a long time.
Nothing's changed.
There aren't any new doors. What? There's nowhere to go? What was the point of eliminating all the other paths?
Come on.
Don't start with that again. How about you help us for a change? You better cooperate, unless you want to get chopped up by Master Solution Blade.
Oh, hold on, Shinigami.
I don't want to get chopped up. I dislike pain immensely. But you know, the journey up to now wasn't a waste. We did eliminate many possibilities.
But that means nothing if we can't reach the truth.
Nothing? Why do you want the truth in the first place?
Oh, here he goes again with the truth lecture.
Huh?
It's easy to say you want the truth. But are you sure you can handle it? No matter how cruel the truth may be.
Okay, you're a little bit close there, Vivia. A little close.
Can I handle it?
I'm still not sure if you're the kind of person who can. I bet you're not sure either. That's why you're still so hesitant. This mystery labyrinth also reflects your reluctance. Maybe that's why you can't reach the truth.
What are you talking about? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I won't hesitate to expose the truth.
So you still haven't realized it? Guess you're not quite there yet. Well, that's fine for now. But eventually, you'll be forced to make a choice. When that happens, you'll have to prove your conviction and expose the truth, like you said.
Enough nonsense. Let's find some clues.
As an apology for the distraction, let me tell you something. This labyrinth appears to change shape by reflecting our investigation. So, instead of following the revealed path, isn't it possible to carve your own path?
Carve my own path?
What?
That's right, Shinigami! We can create new routes with our own deductions. Maybe we can do it here.
Sometimes, just a slight change in perspective is enough to completely change how you see things.
So if I change my perspective here, I might see something new. I see. I was so focused on how to overcome the security system. But that's not right. I need to change my perspective and think about who could have overcome it.
Don't box yourself in with your own assumptions.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I hate when the anemic vampire tells us what to do. But if Master wants to... then fine. I'll lend you my power. Lay it all out, Master.
Oh, it's the barrel again. Who is capable of overcoming the security system? Nope, never mind.
That's right.
I hate when the letters are like together like that. I know it's like the translation from Japanese is what I'm sure it's why it's like that. But it confuses me even more. Like when it's not just one letter and it's two, it's confusing. Like I know it's probably from a translation thing. Amapel could do it. Was it the Amapel dude? With the stupid heart on his forehead?
A new route appeared.
This is all thanks to me.
Perhaps I said too much. Well, nothing has been solved yet.
I wish you'd express yourself a little better. How can we tell if you're happy or sad?
I've never been happy or sad in my entire life.
What? What do you mean? You never smiled? What? I see him smile, but like he's never been happy?
I want to die someday.
Okay, you can stop saying that now.
This guy's hopeless.
Anyway, let's explore this new route.
Come on, Vivia, let's go. Is it the Amapel creator dude?
When you think about who could get past security, the only option we know of is Amapal.
True, and that's how we were able to get through security ourselves.
But it's just a toy robot, right? How is it related to the case?
I don't know yet, but since Amapal can get through security, it must be important.
It's sealed off here, too.
Hey, there's an intercom. Maybe someone will respond if you use it.
No way. Huh? Doctor?
Huh? Wait. What the? Wait. Who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Isn't this the footage of when the doctor was attacked?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, 3 choices again?
The mystery materialized. It must be related to what the doctor just said.
Who are you was directed at who?
So the question
Whom?
is, who did the doctor say, who are you to?
Literally, Vivia's sitting on the couch and reading a book. Why is he me? Anyway, it's at whom? It's grammatically incorrect.
I'll leave it to you.
Sorry, I won't be the grammar police.
You can keep reading at a time like this.
The culprit? Who else would it have been?
I can certainly understand why you'd want to choose that. But wasn't security active at that point?
Maybe it was Amapal.
I considered all the various possibilities, but I couldn't figure out a way to get past the security. If I'm right, then there is no basis to infer that someone had entered the doctor's lab at this point.
Maybe it was Amapal.
Which means you can't say the doctor was directing those words to the culprit.
Yeah, that sounds right.
At this point in time, you still hadn't borrowed Almapal, yes? then Amapal itself has an alibi. However weird it may be to talk about a robot having an alibi. And normally, I don't believe anyone would shout out, "Who are you?" to a robot.
Then who? No one? Vivia?
Right.
Okay, stop making me feel so stupid. It has to be this one then. Why? Then why would he say it? I'm so confused. This whole case just what is happening? This whole thing.
The trap didn't activate. Does that mean we found the right answer? Huh? So the right answer is no one? Why would the doctor say, "Who are you?" if no one was there?
The security was still active at the time, so no one could enter the doctor's lab, right? And that was before I borrowed Amapel. So the only explanation is that no one was there.
Why would he say that if no one was there?
I think if we go there, we'll find the answer.
What? That route's obviously just a side road. Who cares what the old geezer was thinking anyway?
But it looks like this is the only way we can go. Besides, I am curious about what was going through his mind. It could be an important factor in solving the mystery behind this case.
Still, being forced to take a side route is too much trouble. Makes me wish I was dead.
Okay, Vivia. Alright, let's go.
So, Master, do you have an idea about what the geezer was thinking?
No.
Not yet, but I think it has to do with why he said, "Who are you?" I think the doctor was putting on an act.
But why?
An act? Really?
The doctor put on an act for a reason, but I have no idea why. We have to figure that out by going down this doctor's motive route.
Okay. Why would he play an active role in his own murder? I don't understand. Oh no, he's coming back. No, 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 no.
He's here too?
You rats keep scurrying around. Do you really think you'll discover Dr. Weska's motive this way? Good luck with that, morons! He had no motive at all!
Well, he said there's nothing here. Let's head back.
Okay.
We can't do that! If he's trying to block our path, then this route must be important.
Nah, fine.
I'm only here because you maggots pissed me off. So, I'm gonna end you here and now! This was all part of the doctor's plan? He didn't have a plan at all.
Oh, I got
That
confused.
exchange on the intercom wasn't an act.
Why? Did I just do
To
that?
put on a show. The doctor misunderstood. You probably don't know this. Weska put his soul into his work. The research was going well. The doctor was loyal to Amaterasu. There's no way he'd betray us.
When you think about it, Dr. Huesca had no reason to pretend. But he had to be pretending. That's the only way this makes any sense. So, why would he do that? I'm sure he had a good reason. I just need to find the evidence to prove it.
This was all part of...
Okay. A notebook found on the doctor's desk. It has diagrams of a person being splashed with sulfuric acid. The email records of Dr. Huesca and Anonymous. There was a regular communication until just recently. Planning to escape. It's this one. Why did that take me forever to actually hit the one I wanted to hit? Oh my god.
No, the doctor was planning on betraying Amaterasu Corporation. He was trying to escape Kanai Ward. He said so in the messages he wrote.
You little...
Oh, thank God he's going away. I hate the reasoning death matches. I hate them. They're horrible. They make me feel so stupid.
Yomi's rebuttal? What was that? What was he trying to deny? Why was he covering up the doctor's motives?
It seems that this case involves the inner workings of Amaterasu.
Right. The doctor was going to betray Amaterasu. Whoever he was emailing knew that. So the doctor locked himself in the lab to protect himself from that person.
Perhaps the doctor's act had something to do with that.
What?
It's the security gate. Everything's locked up.
How did the doctor plan to escape Kanai Ward?
Which means this is a complex problem. We have to choose the right door and insert the correct solution key.
This is way more hassle than before. Guess I'll leave it to you, Yuma.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Because clearly I'm incapable of anything in this mystery labyrinth.
As always.
Okay. Blackout, swapping places, terrorist bombing. Can I look at the solution keys?
You definitely want to remember this.
Let's see. Since the cancellation of a big project 3 years ago by higher-ups, he had become a complete shut-in. He had hearing issues. Also rumors the doctor was planning to flee Kanai Ward, an act seen as betrayal to Amaterasu. Perhaps someone in the company found out about the plot and sent a hitman. Notebook found. It has diagrams of a person being splashed with sulfuric acid. Doing this would cause the clothes and skin to melt, rendering the victim unrecognizable. Oh, wait. Swapping. This one. This one. He would swap with, I don't know, a dead body and, you know, pass himself off as dead.
The door actually opened. I knew I could let Yuma handle it.
That's the first time I've been able to do anything in this mystery labyrinth, so thank you, Vivia, for the words of encouragement.
Are you sure you aren't a phantom?
So the doctor tried to swap places with someone else to escape from Amaterasu. The notes he left behind in the lab hinted at his plan.
You mean the diagram with the sulfuric acid being poured on someone?
Yeah, he was going to swap places with a corpse, then melt it with acid. He wanted to disfigure it beyond recognition. That's how he planned to fake his own death.
At the very least, it'd buy him enough time to escape Kanai Ward. Or so he thought.
Wow! Melting a corpse with sulfuric acid? Yay! So cool and grotesque! So who was the substitute supposed to be?
I don't know.
Maybe the hitman. The doctor was under surveillance by Amaterasu, but he was still looking for a chance to escape. When he learned a hitman was after him, he figured his chance had arrived. The doctor was hoping to use the security system to kill the hitman and use the body as a decoy.
Now that I think about it, the doctor did seem to be waiting for the hitman to arrive.
The hitman hasn't arrived yet. When will he show up? Don't tell me this so-called first-rate hitman was captured by peacekeepers.
But the hitman never did show up. That's why the doctor had a sudden change of plans.
And that was the act he put on by asking you, "Who are you?"
Perhaps that was a trap to lure you in, Yuma.
Oh, maybe. Maybe he planned to lure Yuma in and use Yuma. But then again, Yuma's body is not like... You'd have to have a body that's like somewhat symmetrical to your own, wouldn't you? I mean, as disfigured as it would be... I mean, would the acid melt bones as well? Otherwise, it would have to be someone as tall as you, at least. I don't know. I don't know anything about sulfuric acid.
He was trying to lure Master?
He considered taking advantage of the detectives, since the hitman never showed up. So if he called for help, he would charge into the lab, not knowing anything about the security system, and thereby acquire the corpse he needed as his decoy.
That seems overly complicated. Like those guys who overthink asking girls out?
Well, he couldn't have used another researcher. Someone would have noticed their absence. He needed visitors, people from outside to pull it off.
Interesting.
So if I didn't know about the security and had rushed into the lab...
You'd be a super sexy skeleton right now. Aw, so close.
Oh my god.
You want that?
But the doctor's plan failed, and he actually got boom killed by the hitman. I get what he was trying to do, but what about the impossible murder?
Assuming the attack on the doctor was just an act when we saw him through the intercom, we at least know for sure the real attack hadn't happened yet.
Yeah, I mean, there was a long time between when we went to go get an Amapal to when we opened the door. Or disabled the security, I mean.
In other words, the culprit entered the lab after that exchange. So the problem is, when did they actually enter?
When we were getting the Amapal. It had to have been. There was no other time.
Where are we?
What the heck is this?
This place is a real mystery. Then again, I suppose that checks out.
Huh? Shinigami?
Yeah! Master! This looks like an important turning point! So, is that your final answer?
I haven't said anything yet!
The culprit entered the lab before Amapal.
Master, you need to narrow down the timing for when the culprit got inside. Now then, here's a fateful fork in the road. It's life or death! We're at the crossroads of mystery and solution. This earth-shattering choice may be your last. Now, Master, which one will you choose?
The culprit entered the lab before Amapal. I mean, wouldn't it have had to be yes? Because when Amapal entered, we were there. And it had already happened. It has to be yes, right? I could be wrong. I don't...
When you directed Amapal to go into the doctor's lab, he already had a knife stuck in him. Which means he was murdered before Amapal entered the doctor's lab.
Your answer?
Is it wrong? I could be wrong. I don't know any... I don't trust anything in this mystery labyrinth. Everything's confusing.
Is correct!
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, Master! Would you like to double down?
What are you talking about? Anyway, let's keep going.
What is the purpose of the puppets? I don't understand why we're puppets right now.
Little by little, we're narrowing down when the culprit entered.
Yeah, but we still don't know how yet. It had to be between when we spoke to the doctor over the intercom and when Amapal entered his lab. During that time, the culprit entered the doctor's lab and murdered him.
So the most likely time would be when you went to borrow Amapal, Master. The culprit had to have entered the lab then.
But Fubuki waited at the front chamber while Desuhiko and I went to borrow Amapal.
She...
She
Fubuki?
said no one entered or left the lab.
Maybe she lied. Maybe she did it. Wait. Maybe she did it. Because she can use her forte to rewind time. And like, yeah, she gets exhausted. But she was exhausted the first time we used her with Amapal. Which usually doesn't happen, right? She can usually use it a few times before she starts getting exhausted. But that time, I think we rewound once. And she was exhausted. And she was already like, I can't do it anymore. I can't, you know. Maybe she had done it a few times. Maybe she went in herself and had to do it multiple times. And that exhausted her. It's possible. Listen. Shinigami did say to make Fubuki's forte a solution key. It's very possible that it was her. But why, though?
We're back on the original path.
Maybe you're supposed to try opening that door now.
I'm sure that from here on out, it's not just about when, but also how the culprit got in. Yuma, there's no need to push yourself if things get too hard.
No, I can do it. I'm going to solve it.
Where was the culprit before the crime? I have to pick on the map?
This is a map of the critical lab.
So we have to determine where the culprit was before the murder.
We'll have to solve them one at a time. Let's start with this mystery.
If we know where the culprit was before they got in, this route will be clear too. Do you know where, Yuma?
No. I don't know what any of these are. Oh, this is... Okay. This is the lab. Right here. This is the lab. This is the spots. This is the gas chamber. Or no. This is the... One of these is the gas chamber. This is the spots. Here? Mistake, okay. Listen, I don't know. This whole thing is
At
confusing.
least one detective was always in the front chamber, yes?
Right.
Sorry, I cut him off. He's so slow. He talks so slow. No. Isn't toxic gas sprayed when an intruder is detected? It's not possible for the culprit to hide here. No. Okay, so they were in the actual lab. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. This whole case makes no sense to me. The hallway?
Here. The culprit must have been here.
Yay! It opened!
After the exchange on the intercom, given there was always a detective at the front chamber, when we went to borrow Amapal, the culprit had to have already made their way inside. But the airlock is the only location that isn't affected by the security system. There. The culprit had to be inside that decontamination device before committing the crime.
Okay.
But I thought he was just hiding in there to avoid being spotted after the crime. So you think the culprit was in there before the crime too?
Yeah. The culprit was waiting for their chance. But we had no idea when we sent Amapal into the airlock.
See, like,
And from there, Yuma, you guided Amapal to the doctor's lab.
okay, stop talking so I can talk,
So
please.
the culprit entered the doctor's lab before them? How would that be possible?
I don't know.
Only Amapal could get past security, right?
Yeah, that's the next big question.
See, like, do you see?
Maybe the culprit used another Amapal unit.
No.
You
The
see
researcher mentioned there was only one functioning Amapal.
Shinigami shoes.
Means the Amapal Yuma controlled was the only one that could get past security.
It looks like the footprint.
So the culprit must have taken
But there's-
advantage of Master's Amapal to get into the doctor's lab.
Yeah, that's the only way. But how did they use it?
With the space between, because there's a heel.
There's no solving the doctor's murder until we figure that out.
Well, I have an idea. Will you hear me out?
What is it?
How about giving up? I'm getting tired.
Me too.
Nope, motion denied.
Like, her shoes kind of look like the shoe print. Like, they would be shoes like that. Like a heel shoe.
Another fork in the road? Such a complicated mystery labyrinth.
Like, there was such a big space between the heel mark and where the toes are, right? Which makes it seem like it was a high heel, like her shoe that she's wearing right now. Obviously, it's not her. But, like, it was a shoe like that. That makes me think it could have possibly been a woman, but I don't know, though. I could be wrong. I just noticed that when we were running, that her shoe kind of looks like the mark that was left on the Amapal. Because because of the incline of the shoe, there's a big space between the front part and the back part. Whereas on, like, men's boots, like Yuma's boots, there isn't a very big space between the part where his toes are and the part where his heel is. Am I making any sense? Probably not. Like, I was so distracted by the shoes that I don't even know if I paid attention to anything they were saying. That's a real problem. How did the culprit
Beyond
use...
this problem lies the truth. We're definitely getting closer to the heart of this mystery.
How did the culprit use Amapal? As a weapon? As a shield? Neither. As a shield, maybe. Maybe? No. That would be impossible. I was like, no, actually, wait, maybe? So, the culprit could have been following behind Amapal the whole time. Right? And then, because when the door to the main lab opens, it's very, very slow. And when Amapal has the extended arm, it can't move the camera. So it was just staring at the button the whole time. The culprit could have easily just kind of snuck around out of its view, went into the lab, stabbed him, killed him, and then hid somewhere. I don't know where. Well, they did kick Amapal when it came in. Like, it's very slow, Amapal, right? So it's very possible they used it as a shield. I think it's a shield. You know what? I'm not afraid to be wrong anymore. I've been wrong so many times, I don't care anymore. Shield. Oh?
Huh? What do you mean, use Amapal as a shield?
Amapal is supposed to be sturdy enough to withstand an elephant stepping on it, right? The culprit may have used Amapal as a shield against the security system.
So, the culprit followed behind Amapal to avoid the toxic gas and explosions?
I get it! You're so smart, Master!
Really? I don't think so.
Wow, Vivia, wow.
Hey! Master just showed off how smart and logical he is.
See, like, compare the bottom of Yuma's shoe to the bottom of Shinigami's shoe. I'm sorry, I'm focused on the shoes. I don't know why.
Master wasn't smart after all! Come on, take it from the top!
The toxic gas can be bypassed with Amapal. Yes.
It's gonna crush us!
No, it can't? Oh, well, Amapal could go through just because it's a robot. Sorry, that's my own fault.
Yeah, even if Amapal itself is fine, it wouldn't be able to protect the culprit from the toxic gas.
That is true. Maybe I was wrong. The high voltage shocks can be bypassed with Amapal. No?
Even though Amapal is sturdy, it couldn't withstand the high voltage shock from the panel chamber.
Maybe I am dumb. Unless it seems I'm progressing though, so I might have chosen the... No, I'm not. I didn't progress.
Which means it'd be impossible to use Amapal to protect yourself.
You're only realizing this now. At this rate, you'll be a grandpa before you stop being a rookie.
Please stop insulting me. I'm getting sad now.
Perhaps you will improve in the next life.
Oh my god.
I'm trying my best in this life.
Your life is nothing but mistakes, Master. You break my heart as your mentor.
I can't help but feel that that's like a jab at me.
Vivia, are you okay?
No, he's just tired of me choosing the wrong thing. See, look at the bottom of his shoes. You see? I'm looking at the bottom of his shoes. Like okay, I'm seeing it now. It could be like he has quite a bit of space between the front and the back. Could have been him? No, I'm not going back down that route.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a bit drowsy.
Now?
Anyway, now we gotta do it over. Time to pick a different route, Master.
I want to apologize. Listen, this mystery labyrinth is doing my head in. I genuinely, like, my head is killing me. Just trying to figure out this nonsense. I'm getting really frustrated. If it's wrong again, and it's another one of those things where every single door is wrong, I'm going to lose my marbles.
Do you think neither is really the right answer?
Given the process of elimination, that must be it. Amapal's hands aren't designed to hold anything. so it couldn't use the knife to murder the doctor. Which means Amapal wasn't the murder weapon. And the culprit couldn't have used it as a shield. It can't neutralize the toxic gas, and the high voltage shock will destroy it.
So then, how did the culprit use Amapal?
I think we'll find out if we continue down this path.
That was the wrong answer! Come on, Master!
Please don't let this be wrong too. I really like the constant confusion and the constant this is wrong, 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 wrong. It's starting to get old.
Huh? We're...
We've been here before. It looks like we've been brought back.
But the door we opened earlier is closed again. Why's that?
Yeah, I wonder why.
Where was the culprit before the crime?
Huh? Even the question is the same. Does that mean we gotta do it all over again?
Well, the logic is still sound. There's no other hiding spot for the culprit besides the airlock.
So you want to choose the same answer and keep going?
If you do, you'll just repeat the whole process again. We'll just be brought back here if we can't figure out how did the culprit use Amapao. And I refuse to walk any more than I have to.
Hey, don't sit down!
What should I do?
I can't.
Stand up! Stand up right now!
Stop it. Leave me alone.
If you want me to leave you alone, then help my useless master out!
Fine. Just one thing then. We're back at where was the culprit before the crime? Because you're stuck at how did the culprit use Amapao? With that in mind, these two questions are connected.
Connected? Both the culprit's location and how Amapal was used?
Help him out more! More!
I can't. Like, oh my god.
The culprit was hiding in the airlock, where you also left the robot, right? At that moment, only the culprit and Amapao were there. So maybe the culprit did something.
The culprit did something to Amapal?
Clues are always there, right under your nose. It's a detective's job to notice them.
Well, clearly I could never be a detective because I'm an idiot.
Did you notice anything strange back then? Any tiny detail? Try to remember.
I don't remember. The last when I played the part where we controlled Amapal, that was like 2 weeks ago now, maybe 2, 3. I don't remember.
Something strange. Hey, now that you mention it, back then.
Oh, hey, the screen lit up. So this is what Amapal sees. It's like the cockpit of a mecha.
Whoa, what was that?
Did it break already? I thought it was state of the art.
No, it's alright. It's stabilized.
Did the culprit jump on top of it and ride it the whole way?
There was a moment when the camera stopped functioning while I was controlling Amapal. It returned to normal pretty quick, but maybe...
See? I told you it was right under your nose. You don't need any additional help from me, right?
That was a clue to help solve this mystery?
Actually, everything in this world is a key to solving mysteries. You just haven't noticed them. Perhaps there is more you're overlooking. Was there anything else unusual?
Something unusual. Something I missed.
Anything else? It's not like Amapal's camera showed the culprit.
Wait, that's it!
Huh?
Now that I think about it, wasn't that strange? The culprit must have gotten ahead of Amapal, but why didn't they ever show up on the camera? If the culprit went past Amapal to enter the doctor's lab, they would have been spotted for sure.
Now that you mention it.
But nobody showed up on camera. How did the culprit manage to pull that off? How can you move from the airlock to the doctor's lab without appearing even once on Amapal's camera?
Hey, aren't you just adding another mystery?
No. All the pieces are here.
Huh?
Yuma, the mysteries you face now can be solved with a single answer.
A single answer?
Sheesh. I talk too much.
No, you don't talk enough. Please tell me the answer because I'm too dumb. Clearly. Oh? How did the culprit use Amapal? Why didn't the culprit appear on camera?
Mystery after another!
What caused Amapal's malfunction on the airlock?
What do you do now? It's a Pandora's box of mysteries!
Let's stay calm and think about it. There's plenty of time.
Is there?
Or not. I'll keep reading while you wrap things up.
Remember what he said, Master. All it takes is one answer to solve these mysteries. Use those weak brain cells of yours and think!
Culprit's location. Amapal's usage. Its malfunction. Why didn't the culprit appear on camera? All this can be solved with just one answer?
I don't know. Please. uh.
I got it!
Whoa, it's right. They actually did jump on it?
Culprit rode on Amapal's head, using it as a method of transportation.
Oh my god.
Door open!
Wow. Maybe I'm not so hopeless after all.
With every open door, it will be harder for you to turn back. Are you sure you want to keep going?
No, I want this to end now. I'm getting frustrated with this whole mystery makes no sense and it hurts my head.
Absolutely. I will find the truth no matter what. This is for the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Why is he looking at Yuma like that? What was that zoomed look?
Hey, you said the culprit rode on top of Amapal. What did you mean by that?
Literally what I said. The culprit rode Amapal and used it to get through. After we left Amapal in the airlock, the culprit came out of the decontamination device. Then they jumped on Amapal's head. The disruption in the footage was from the impact.
That's insane.
Is it? I think it's fairly reasonable. Amapal can withstand up to 100 kilograms of weight. So someone riding on it shouldn't affect its functionality.
Yeah, seriously, that's true.
The shoe print on Amapal's head wasn't caused by someone kicking it. It was left there from the culprit hopping on and off.
After that, the culprit simply rode on it as it moved toward the doctor's lab. By doing so, the culprit was able to evade the camera and remained hidden as they made their way through the lab.
You're right. If it's true, then it does solve all of the previous mysteries. Imagining the culprit riding on a robot makes me laugh.
But Yuma, have you not realized it? You're still missing something. One major mystery remains.
What's with that huge sigh?
The greatest mystery of this case should appear soon. Just the thought of it gets me feeling down.
Oh no. Even something more to make me confused.
This is greatest mystery? This is the panel chamber.
That means the doctor's lab is just beyond it. If we can get through here, we'll reach the goal, yeah?
When did the culprit get off Amapel?
Is this the greatest mystery you mentioned?
Not exactly what I was envisioning.
Well, this is the mystery to be solved, so let's clear it out.
So, like, would it have been when we entered this panel room? Because if they had still been on the head, they would have gotten shocked along with Amapal, but we used Fubuki's powers to rewind. They wouldn't have known that that could happen, right? Because they don't know her powers. So maybe it got off at the beginning of this room and then watched its path and then followed that path.
Beats me.
When would it have been possible for them to get into the room ahead of us? While opening the door, when going through the door, before opening the door. Oh, so they were on it the whole time. I was incorrect. While opening it? Maybe this one?
The culprit murdered the doctor before Amapel entered the room. Which means the culprit had to have gotten ahead of Amapel at some point. It was when the door first opened. At that moment, the culprit snuck into the doctor's room.
Yeah, when the doors were slowly opening, just like this. That's when the culprit took their chance.
Maybe not. What?
Right. The moment there was enough space for a person to slip through, the culprit hopped off and went inside.
Like this?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it was before it opened the door. Oh, he's back. I hate him.
We still haven't reached the goal. I thought we could get into the doc's lab now.
Is this a joke to you? Your deduction is full of holes.
But then again, if I chose the wrong one, would he still have shown up?
If this is a joke, it's not very funny.
Master, you know what to do.
Of course.
I'll take your garbage deduction and toss it in the trash. I am the saint of Kanai Ward, protecting it from filth like you!
Alright.
The culprit hopped off Amapal as the door opened, then slipped through the gap in the door. That's impossible even for Fink the Slaughter Artist! Think about it. If Amapal's line of sight changed just a bit,
It wouldn't change.
The camera would have caught it.
Oh.
No one would do something so risky. The crime would have been exposed.
Come on.
The culprit must be really lucky. What? Did they use some sort of special power?
Right.
If Amapal's camera had been running, we would have seen the culprit. Obviously, that didn't happen, but would they really have used such a risky method to break in?
No.
Was Amapal's camera even working? That might be the first thing you need to confirm.
For now.
Does something seem off to you, Master? Let's check the solution keys. This one. Oh my god. I hate this part of the game. Okay.
I
did it. Eventually, it took me forever.
It won't execute any other inputs. That's why when it was pressing the button for the door, the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
You little maggots. Don't get so full of yourselves. You're not getting out of here alive.
I've been recording this for 2 hours, but I know it's going to be way shorter than 2 hours now because I suck at these things. These, deductive reasoning deathmatch, whatever nonsense it is. I hate it.
I get it. So Amapal couldn't move while the door was opening. That's when the culprit took their chance.
Since the door opens outward, it's possible to take advantage of the blind spot it creates. That's how the culprit managed to stay outside the camera's view as they entered the doctor's room.
So it's an elaborate murder that took advantage of Amapal's design, and even the direction the door opens. Whoever planned this must have really wanted the doctor dead. I guess you can call it an obsession. How scary. Just like this passageway. Where will it take us? Perhaps a suite with the culprit's obsession on full display. A room of nightmares.
Okay, is that what you want? Because it looks like you want that, judging from the smile on your face, Vivia.
Knock it off with the weird soliloquies. Let's go.
You're really going?
Huh?
Oh no, he's back.
Hey, Yuma. When the culprit entered the doctor's room while the door was open,
Huh? Yeah?
at the time, the doctor was in the room, right? If the door opened and an intruder entered, how could the doctor not have noticed?
Maybe his back was to them? He can't hear. He has a hearing impairment.
So what if he did notice? It's not a big deal.
Yes, it is. If he had noticed an intruder, the doctor would have turned to face him. Which means he wouldn't have been stabbed in the back.
That piece of trash is right. Your logic is flawed.
No, he couldn't hear. His back could have been towards them, and he would have never known because he can't hear them.
Hey, what are you, on the Phantom side now?
Listen to my incredible words of wisdom. Your crappy deduction is worth less than shit! Everything you do is a fucking mistake!
Okay, calm down. That's a bit rude. Okay, so it's gonna have to be the doctor's hearing, right?
Damn it! Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies! By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind.
I clicked the wrong button.
It's all impossible!
No, it's not. I'm sorry, I clicked A instead of X.
Master!
Clearly, I never said I was a professional gamer, okay? There should be a contradiction somewhere. You gotta find it and repel it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try.
Damn it! Your deduction is inconsistent. It's full of inconsistencies. By your logic, even if the doctor could be stabbed, it wouldn't be from behind. That claim doesn't hold up.
No, the culprit did stab the doctor in the back. That's how the body was discovered.
That's why I'm saying your deduction is inconsistent. By your logic, the doctor couldn't have been murdered in that way! The culprit
This one, right? Hearing, this one.
quickly entered the lab. But the doctor was in the room at the time, right?
Yes, he was.
There's
Oh.
no way he missed an intruder. Running is noisy. So Wesker would have heard and turned to face the culprit. And his chest would have been stabbed, not his back.
Say,
If the doctor and the intruder were facing each other, then the knife would have gone into the doctor's chest. But never mind that. What about that solution key? Wasn't the doctor deaf?
That's right.
Right. Even if the intruder made noise, the doctor wouldn't have noticed.
This is the truth.
Oh my god. What is wrong with me? Genuinely.
Wait, the doctor had trouble hearing. That's why he didn't notice the intruder.
Now you're spouting nonsense. Say whatever you want, it won't save you. There's a gaping hole in your logic. And there's no way you're gonna fill it at this rate. Because you, more than anyone else, you're the one refusing to see the truth right before your eyes.
Ugh, just go away. Never come back, please.
What? I refuse to see the truth?
He's not the first person to say something like that. Like Vivia had said, do you still want to discover the truth even if it would, you know, essentially be horrible? I don't know, there's something about this case that's different than all the other ones. I feel like the culprit behind it, it might be one of our friends. I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know. But it just feels different from all the previous mystery labyrinths we've done. It doesn't feel like those. It's more complicated, first of all. And there's a lot of talk of, do you really want to know the truth? Like, is this what you really want? Vivia keeps saying it, and now the Phantom, what's-his-face, kept saying it. I don't know.
Vivia said the same thing, but...
It's strange, don't you think? Isn't it about time you noticed that something's off here?
Something is definitely off here.
Huh?
You've solved many mysteries up to now, yet none of them were directly connected to the culprit's identity.
that's because the culprit is the hitman.
I don't think so. I don't know. Something's weird.
If that's the case, why haven't you reached the hitman's soul? And that would end the labyrinth.
It's not that easy. The culprit will fight back unless we solve all the mysteries first. hang on. What are you getting at?
In my eyes, the reason a single mystery hasn't been directly connected to the culprit is because of Yuma's reluctance. It's pushing away the mysteries that lead to the culprit.
See, that makes me think, is the culprit someone Yuma cares about? Is it someone we know? Is it Fubuki?
Huh?
Is it Yako? That's impossible.
Subconsciously, you're closing your eyes to the truth.
Well, I think Vivia knows who it is.
That's why you haven't touched on the hole in your reasoning.
What hole?
Whatever, that's enough. Just ignore this guy and keep going.
No, you need to listen to him. He's the only one saying things that make sense.
Hey!
And that's saying something, because Vivia never makes any sense. Oh, what's that look? He keeps looking at Yuma in a certain way that makes me nervous. Okay.
Yuma.
What? Why'd you say it like that?
Yuma.
Huh?
Jeez, go away!
You know what I'm talking about, don't you? The huge hole in this investigation.
What are you...
Just ignore him.
Let's review your deduction, shall we? The culprit took advantage of Amapal's locked position and entered the lab. And before the robot entered the room, that person stabbed the doctor from behind. However, they bumped into Amapal while escaping, causing it to fall over. That was obviously a mistake, but since it wasn't captured on video, they were able to avoid detection. After that, the culprit went inside the decontamination device in the airlock to hide from you.
That's correct. So what's the hole in my deduction?
It's before all of that. It remains the case's greatest mystery.
Which is what?
Which is?
How did the culprit get past security?
Oh. That's a good idea. I didn't even think about that.
We already told you that. The culprit rode on top of Amapal as Master controlled it and was taken all the way to the doctor's lab.
Oh, I thought it meant the security to get into the lab in the first place, not just the security to get to Dr. Huesca. I mean, like, security of the Amaterasu lab itself.
But if someone was riding on it,
My bad.
how did they get past the high voltage shocks in the panel chamber?
Oh.
Fubuki's forte? I don't know.
This is the end for you! You have nowhere left to go!
Oh, come on! Why now?
He's back again, please.
I won't let you maggots ruin the peace of Kanai Ward! As the king of Amaterasu Corporation and the guardian of Kanai Ward, I will stop you here and now!
Perhaps this too is an obsession. Why does he insist on covering up the truth? Tell me, what will you do, Yuma? Are you going to stay willfully blind?
See, like, this, him saying it, like, he's subconsciously not seeing the truth that's there in front of him. That makes me think that this culprit, it's not just some person we met in this chapter like all the other ones have been. This is like, I think it's somebody we know.
No, I'll fight. Whether it's subconscious or not, I won't look away from the truth. I'll find the truth no matter what. This is for the Chief and everyone at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
Good luck, you'll never find it. You'll scurry around this labyrinth forever, like blind mice. You'll rot away in it, looking for an answer that will never come.
Here we go again.
Keep playing with your shit deductions. You still haven't solved the greatest mystery. How did the culprit get past the security? The critical lab security system was always live. There was no way to reach the doctor. The panel chamber shocks would have fried the culprit. That security system? No living human can breach it. Don't tell me the culprit is a robot.
How did the culprit break through the panel chamber?
But
We at least had Amapal with us to disable the security system. Didn't you notice anything else weird at the time? Think hard.
that's right.
As far as the panel chamber goes,
Keep
ghost form trait, security log. There are 9 panels in a 3x3 configuration. You must step on them in a special order. It has to be Fubuki's forte.
Flash through this mystery.
My god. Kept trying to do it over and over again, only to realize that I had the wrong solution key selected for some reason, because I think I pushed a button and it changed it on
A
me.
human could get past the panel chamber by using Fubuki's forte. In fact, that's how we got past the panels. The high voltage shocks kept destroying Amapal. But we reversed time every time that happened.
Correct. So whenever it was struck by the current, it went back in time. But while that was occurring, the culprit, a human, was riding on top of Amapal. That person was burnt to a crisp every time you fail.
But
Which means you killed the culprit over and over again.
Vivia,
If only you had chosen to remain ignorant, I would have walked beside you in silence.
What? Huh?
But if you intend to seek the truth, then I must stand in your way.
What?
What are you doing? Why are you doing this?
He's going to betray you, Master.
Betray me?
It's up to you, Yuma. This is your final chance to save the world you believe in. What are you going to do?
What are you doing? Vivia, what are you doing?
It's time to decide your past and your future.
Why, Vivia?
Is he really? Is he really? No, stop. Stop it right now. He's not. He's not. There's no way. No. 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 Oh my god, look, it's glitching with Vivia in the background. What? What is happening? Vivia!
Bypass the toxic gas chamber.
I can't even use him to protect me now.
Avoid the gas. The culprit would surely die. You should already know this, right? The gas is a special trait. The gas can see through even a gas mask. No ability can nullify its toxicity. Once it hits you, you're done for. You die before reaching Wesker. No one can get past the gas chamber.
Right.
It sure does seem like it'd be impossible to get around the gas.
but
But the culprit definitely made it through the toxic gas chamber. Is there actually a way to avoid the gas? What would it be? For now, let's check info on the toxic gas. There may be something we're forgetting.
Let me ask you.
Stop, Vivia. Please stop. Toxic gas properties. It's bacterial, so regular gas masks are ineffective against it. It takes 30 minutes after exposure. Okay. So it takes 30 minutes. This is what I need to use.
No way.
Okay, that one. Yeah, that one. Vivia, please. What are you doing, Vivia? Please. What is he doing? Like, genuinely, what is he doing?
If you pass through the toxic gas, you'll die. But you'll have 30 minutes before it kills you. Which means you could survive for 30 minutes.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe he had the antidote in his lab. I don't know.
What? Don't tell me.
There are no gas masks here that can block this toxic gas. And no fortes that can nullify it. There's only one way you could get through it. You do nothing. You endure it in hopes of Amapel taking you to the next room.
Hold on. Can we hold on a second? Was it Yako? Because Yako started dying, right? Like, he was covered in blood. Was he actually stabbed? Did we see that he was actually stabbed? Was there a wound? He was the one who said it was the hitman. The hitman did it. Maybe he was dying from the gas effects. I don't know. I don't know. I'm genuinely, this whole labyrinth has left my head spinning.
Then the culprit didn't do anything to counteract it and just passed through the toxic gas?
Yes. And that would explain why Yako is dying. Like, it would. I mean, do we know if he was stabbed? Genuinely. Like, he said he was and there was a knife there, but was he stabbed? Was the knife even covered in blood? I don't remember.
It's the only explanation that makes sense. This is the truth. I can't believe it. But if the culprit really did just endure the toxic gas...
Because I think it would be safe to say that 30 minutes later was kind of when the whole thing with Yako happened, right?
Then they...
The culprit... The culprit is...
It appears you finally glimpsed the truth.
It's not Vivia.
Well, how does it feel to have your world shatter before your eyes?
Is it Yako? Genuinely, is it him?
Isn't this what you wanted?
Huh? What's he talking about?
Yomi's mystery phantom and Vivia are both right. Subconsciously, I didn't want to know the truth.
Huh?
Up until now, the Mystery Labyrinth was withholding the mysteries that led to the culprit. And that's because it's a reflection of my own reluctance.
Master, what's wrong? Do you know who the culprit is?
I think so.
It's the hitman, right?
No. No. There is no hitman. There's no hitman.
The truth
What the heck is that?
is worthless.
Oh, no, no, no. I'm not fighting him again.
Nothing has less value in this isolated, rainy city. No one wants the truth. Not even you!
You have to do it, Yuma. You have to.
Rot away and die right here! No one will get in my way. Kanagud, Amaterasu! They both belong to me!
Oh no, here we go again. When are these gonna end? Genuinely, I'm so sick of these reasoning death matches. So sick of them. Ugh.
If the culprit carried out the crime like you deduced, then they should be dead from the toxic gas.
They are dying from it, yes.
But no one at the scene has died from poison.
You sure?
If you can understand that much, then what are you still doing here?
You're right that no one in that lab died from that toxic gas.
Sure? Are you sure? Sure about that?
But that was part of the culprit's plan from the beginning. They planned to distort the facts of their death.
It is Yako. Oh my god. It is, isn't it?
Yuma, are you sure you want to face the truth?
Vivia's known the whole time. It is. It's Yako.
Your world will fall apart. The world that you believed in.
That's why he's been saying this the whole time, because it's Yako who's been the chief and the... No way. Is he really?
Your deduction is wrong. Don't disturb the peace. It's not even worth debating. Is this the best you can do to refute it? Just give up and die!
Oh, Britt.
This, I'll expose the truth.
The culprit misrepresented their death by using
It is. It's Yako. Oh my god.
the hitman.
Oh my god. I'm Jenny. What?
The culprit realized their plan would be exposed if someone in the lab died from toxic gas. So they used the hitman to cover up their own death.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Use the hitman?
Oh, it was Yako. He was so sure, like, yes, it's the hitman. The hitman did. Oh my god, Yako.
Meaning, the hitman wasn't hired to assassinate the doctor.
There is no
They
hitman.
were hired to cover up the culprit's death by toxic gas.
Huh? The hitman's target was the culprit? Not the doctor? But the doctor was stabbed by the knife with the inscribed F. Doesn't that belong to the hitman?
All you would need is a similar knife. The story of Fink the Slaughter Artist using a knife inscribed with the letter F is well known.
Exactly. Anybody could put an F on their knife and make it seem like it was him.
Nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. Did you see the knife stuck in his back? It's the one that Fink the Slaughter Artist uses, right? I've heard about his knives inscribed with the letter F.
So it was all a ruse? The real culprit made it look like the hitman did it?
Stop. Stop! You useless garbage! To hell with detectives and the truth! I won't let you have your way in my city! There is no real culprit! Dr. Wesko was killed by the hitman!
Huh? What's going on? Who's the real culprit?
It's Yako.
The real culprit.
Oh my god.
The real culprit is...
It's Yako.
The time has finally come, Yuma.
Now, all that stuff that Vivia's been saying about him really not wanting to know the truth, it makes sense.
It's time for you to acknowledge what you've known all along. If the tiny crack spreads any further, the mirror will shatter, exposing the chaos of the real world. Knowing this, will you still expose the truth? Then, show me your conviction.
The clues pointing to the identity of the hitman's target. I know. I've known all along.
Now, expose the truth. Do it. If you want to burn the world down.
My God. Oh my God. Defeat Yomi with a key. The knife, doctor's notes, missing file, photo. It's the photo. It's a photo of Yako, isn't it?
The bloodstained photo found in the hallway near the lab. There was a person pictured with a woman.
Oh, it's Yako!
That was the hitman's target. The real culprit behind this case.
Oh my God.
The blood obscured the person's face, but I know who it is. It could only be one person. It could only be...
How do you know? That person in the photo is the hitman's target.
Oh, look at Vivia's face.
And
He knows too.
who is it?
Yako!
It's...
Oh, why? What is happening? Why?
No. Stop! Don't you dare say another word! No one wants the truth!
I don't understand, but... Good luck, Master! I'm always by your side, haunting you!
God. My God. Who is the true culprit? I choose. Yomi. Yako. My God. God.
Yako.
What? Why? I don't. What? I'm not. This is. I mean. This was what I said I wanted. I wanted the emotional investment, and now I have it, and I feel it. I feel the emotional investment, and I'm so. Oh my God.
Huh? Why? Why is Fuzzhead here?
Chief Yako was the only person attacked by the hitman in the lab. In other words, the chief was the hitman's target. But Chief Yako tried to hide that photo by tossing it behind the houseplant. He hid it knowing it'd be an important clue. And that's because the person in the photo is Chief Yako himself. It was given to the hitman so he'd know his target, and the chief tried to conceal it. Which means the blood covering the face on the photo was likely done on purpose.
Hold on, Master! Are you serious? You're really saying Fuzzhead is the culprit? Really? I don't buy it. You think he actually put together this elaborate murder? He's knocking on death's door just for this?
I don't want to believe it either, but there's no other way.
Don't forget this stuff.
What is this? Battle with Vivia. The anemic vampire is gonna throw questions at you back to back. Press the correct button when you think you got the correct answer. You'll take damage if you avoid all assailing assaults. Okay, how am I supposed to do that? I'm so... like, what?
The phantom vanished. The truth has been mostly exposed. and the labyrinth cannot function much longer. Anything I do now might not matter, but I'll do it anyway.
Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Because it's something I must do.
Why?
While the chief takes his final breaths.
Vivia.
Yuma. If Chief Yako is the culprit, then what about that death threat?
Roesco must pay for the sins with his life. My blade shall be his atonement.
Why would the chief send it? If he was the killer?
Oh no, I don't know.
Answer me, Yuma.
No. Why are we fighting Vivia? I don't understand. Why are we fighting him? I didn't even
By
see.
sending that note, everyone would believe the doctor's life was in danger, which was necessary for this sequence of events to take place. All the master detectives headed to the secret lab because of that note. Chief Yako brought them here to take advantage of their abilities and murder the doctor.
Oh my god, he used everybody?
Huh? Their abilities?
Oh my god. He would know all of their fortes, right? If he knew, he knew that Yuma and them were controlling the robot. He would know that Fubuki was there, that she could use her forte in order to reverse time in case he died on top of the robot by getting shocked. He knew that that would happen. That's why he had no reservations about being killed, which he was killed. He was fried multiple times because I kept clicking the wrong button. But like, God.
But the death threat wasn't sent just to the detectives. The peacekeepers received it too. What was the point of that? Why put them on high alert? What is the truth behind it all?
Why are you fighting me, Vivia? Why?
The note was sent to the peacekeepers because they were also part of the plan. When the peacekeepers received the note, they dispatched a lot of their personnel to the scene. The master detectives were able to take advantage of the commotion to enter the facility. They did it by disguising themselves as peacekeepers.
It would be convenient to have a lot of peacekeepers around if you want to get into the lab disguised as one.
This is why the peacekeepers also received the death threat.
Why is he fighting? Is he fighting just so that we can get to the truth? Like, why? Why is he fighting? Why?
Hey, you still want to do this? It's not too late to give up.
I am well aware of the danger.
What if we lose Vivia too?
I haven't gotten this much exercise in a long time. But this is something I must do. I can't leave the chief like this.
Vivia.
Let's continue, Yuma. So, everyone disguised themselves as peacekeepers and entered the lab. You were already at the lab, and that's where you met up with the chief, right?
Yes, but we decided to split up after the blackout occurred.
Wait! That blackout should have caused a commotion. If we leave now, the peacekeepers will see us. I knew it. This place is crawling with them.
What do we do?
I'll draw their attention to buy some time. In the meantime, you two hurry to that doctor.
The chief said he'd buy us some time, but he actually went and hid inside the airlock.
Was the blackout part of the plan? So the one who caused it, was that also the chief?
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it was you. Oh, I could just not answer. Oh, I didn't know I could just not answer. I've been sitting here clicking the button the entire time, being like, why isn't this
The
working?
chief was with me in the security room at the time of the blackout. It's impossible for him to have caused it. So the only person it could be is the hitman. It must have been part of the job. He instructed the hitman to cause a blackout at a specific time.
But why?
It made us think the doctor was in danger, so we'd go check on him. We used Amapal and Fortes to get through the tight security system. Chief Yako had it all planned out from the start. He used us to break through the security so he could kill the doctor.
Why? I don't understand why.
So, Master using Amapal and the Sheltered Skank's time rewinding ability at the panel chamber? That was all part of Fuzzhead's plan?
Of course it was. He knows all their fortes and he knows how they all work.
The only way to get past security was to use both Amapal and that Forte. The chief knew we'd figure that out.
I think it's more like
He believed.
he
Oh my god.
trusted us.
Oh my god.
He trusted that we would arrive at that conclusion.
I'm counting on you both. See you later.
I knew that looked like a goodbye wave.
Trust? How could this be a trust thing? He was clearly taking advantage of you all. He gathered the master detectives using a fake death threat, then used their fortes to commit murder. What a scumbag! He used you all to get away with murder! Out of all the criminals I've ever met, he's the worst coward of them all! Master, grab that coward and...
Enough!
Oh my god.
Why did it have to come to this? Chief Yako saved me.
Oh my god.
He took me in. I had lost everything, even my memories. Sure, he may have been a little pushy at times, but still.
My god, why? Why is this happening?
I really admired him. So, why? Why did you do it? Is this about the woman in the picture? Chief, please tell me, or
There's no point in asking. That's just a mystery phantom. It's not the real Fuzzhead. Master, watch out!
The phantoms are a reflection of the same people in the real world, right? Which means he should hold the same thoughts. The photo behind the houseplant. I don't know what the chief was hiding, but that photo must have been dropped by the hitman after he was done with it. The chief picked it up and used his own blood to obscure the face. He knew the truth would be exposed if that photo was found, so he hid it behind the potted plant. He left his blood on it, almost like he wrote a dying message.
But why? I don't... Why?
But in truth, it was actually a secret he wanted to keep hidden.
Master, I think you know this, but to exit the mystery labyrinth, you will have to eliminate the culprit.
Eliminate the chief?
Are you really going to do this?
Oh my god.
After all the mysteries are solved, the chief back in the real world will die.
He's gonna die anyway, isn't he? Because of the gas and the stab.
But you saw yourself, Yuma. The chief is already knocking on death's door. Will you still bury him in the name of truth?
Oh my god.
The chief took me in when I had no memories or anyone to turn to. I trusted him from the bottom of my heart. Now I have to end his life?
You know, I liked it, surprisingly. The little bit of peace and quiet I found at the Nocturnal Detective Agency.
No, they're a family and now they're gonna lose. No.
Vivia, you knew the truth behind this case from the very beginning.
I had a hunch. Because of my spectral projection, I knew the chief had been planning something for quite some time. But I pretended not to see. I admired him and the world he had made.
That's why you threatened me and were so uncooperative in the investigation.
I knew you would reach the truth eventually, Yuma. But I tried my best to keep you away. Exposing the truth won't save anyone. Neither the chief nor you.
Master, you've already come this far. You've got to finish this. What'll happen to the other master detectives if you die here? Didn't you say you wanted to expose the truth and save everyone?
Vivia, you told me that the time would come when I'd have to prove my conviction. The conviction to accept the truth, no matter how cruel it may be. Now is that time, isn't it?
Yes, and yet you intend to continue. If you're prepared for it.
Hey! You better not get in Master's way again!
Yuma, do you remember when the chief's soul called out to us?
Huh?
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I always averted my eyes from the truth. For my own sake. My own peace and quiet. But I could never say with confidence that I was proud of myself. In the end, I was just running away from everything. That's why I entrust this to you, Yuma.
My god.
And trust what?
You signed a pact with the Death God and your desire for the truth. I want to see your conviction. As long as you don't stray from exposing all truth, I believe you'll be able to face it, cruel as it may be. I want to see it through to the end. It's why I followed you here. In that sense, we're accomplices. If you must bring down the chief,
Oh,
then I will lend a hand.
oh my god. Oh, no. Oh, my heart. I can't.
I won't avert my eyes any longer. I, too, want to live with my head held high. Because I, too, am a detective.
Oh my god.
Vivia.
When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, at least you can stand proud.
I understand, Chief Yako. Thank you for everything you've done for me.
Why'd he do this? Why? What? Where's the secret lab located? A threat. What was Dr. Huska communicated with? What did the culprit hide? I'm sorry, I'm not talking because I'm just so genuinely like oh my god. I don't understand why would he do this? Why is this happening? I was just saying, yeah, we gotta, you know, it has to, you know, get more emotionally invested, because it's hard to get emotionally invested in the cases when you don't know the culprit for that long, but now we do, and now I'm sad. Where did he hide? He hid here. Look at it. Why? Oh my god, just click it. I'm sorry. This. I mean, I got what I wanted, didn't I? But oh my god, at what cost? I didn't think it was Yako. No wonder the mystery labyrinth was so difficult and confusing, because Yuma didn't want to know the truth. He knew the whole time, but he didn't want to see it.
Step right up, step right up! Peacekeepers, a CEO, a research doctor, a hitman, and master detectives! 2 dead bodies, but lots of shady characters! Truth bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
The victim in this case is one Dr. Weska. This incident features a sinister and meticulously detailed plot centered on the doctor.
Like, why? Why is it about the doctor? I don't understand why.
The old geezer was holed up inside a lab at Amaterasu HQ. He was a total hermit in the critical lab with his totally overkill security system.
The culprit made thorough preparations beforehand to break through that system.
Boom killing a shut-in is hard work. The humane thing to do is to reintroduce him to society first.
Yeah, with that out of the way. Posing as a hitman, the culprit sent a death threat to the Peacekeepers, the detective agency, and the research lab. At the same time, they contracted a real hitman and had him infiltrate the research facility.
They spilled the beans about Gramps being in danger to lure both the peacekeepers and the detectives to the lab.
You see, the master detective's presence at the scene was an indispensable part of the plan. It was how the culprit gained access to the research facility, after all. The hitman infiltrated the lab exactly as planned. And we arrived with Mikoto at the same time.
Stuff went down, blah blah blah, and Master got locked up by that Yomi guy.
I was rescued by Desuhiko and the culprit, who were disguised as peacekeepers. With the real peacekeepers rushing around, the culprit took advantage of the turmoil to sneak into the lab. But after catching up with them, the power suddenly went out, separating the culprit from the rest of the group.
The blackout itself was caused by the hitman, right? And getting separated was all part of the culprit's plan.
Right. They used the blackout as an opportunity to hide in the vents in the airlock chamber. Afterwards, we headed to the critical lab to check on the doctor's condition, just like the culprit directed us. But since that lab used a separate power supply, nothing strange had happened.
This whole the doctor's in danger spiel was an ass, huh? He made a fool of you, Master. What a dick!
But then, someone attacked the doctor while we were trying to talk with him over the intercom. We had to get into the doctor's lab.
At that time, the old geezer was playing games with us. And he even tried to kill you and the others with a trap! That bastard wanted to use your dead bodies! He really got you there, Master!
I don't see why you're so happy about it. The doctor's sham made the case even more confusing. Even if we tried to get to the doctor, the critical lab was guarded by tight security. The only way through was by using an Amapal. The culprit rode on it by emerging from their hiding place in the airlock vent and jumping onto the robot's head.
All aboard the Amapal Express! First stop, a shower of toxic gas. Humans can't protect themselves against the gas, but since it's not instantly fatal, it wasn't a problem. Next up, the panel chamber and high voltage shocks. One wrong move, and it was instant death. But thanks to that shock escape, we got all the continues we could want. So we managed a perfect clear! The critical lab was finally reached.
Culprit had anticipated we would get through this way. They also knew they would die over and over as a result. The camera feed was affected when the culprit jumped on. I should have realized what was happening.
No use crying over spilt blood. On to the next thing. Where were we? Oh yeah! To open the door to the doctor's lab, Amapal had to reach out its arm and hit a switch. And when the door opened wide enough for a person to squeeze through, the killer snuck inside.
Amapal can't follow any new commands while its arm is extended, so the culprit didn't show up on the camera.
Then, the culprit boom killed the old geezer using the same knife as the hitman. Gramps was pretty much deaf, so a backstab was easy peasy.
Then, the murderer tried to leave the room before Amapal entered. They knocked the robot over on the way out.
They then went back into the airlock chamber vent to wait for you and the others to go by.
We entered the critical lab and found the doctor's body. The culprit used that time to get out of the vent and head for the hallway.
That was when they were found by the hitman. And stabbed.
They had already been in contact with a toxic gas, so death was inevitable. However, dying by gas would expose them as the doctor's killer. So they hired the hitman to kill them, thereby concealing any involvement.
I guess that means the killer completely trusted in the master detective's capabilities.
My god, no. Stop.
They knew those powers would get them close to the doctor. But why were they willing to die to hide the crime?
I can't say for certain. Was it his pride as a detective? Did he simply not want his friends to know? Whatever it may be, I'm prepared to face the truth. The culprit who murdered Dr. Weska and even included his own death in the plot.
Jaco Furio, it was you!
I will expose the truth.
No.
But why? Chief Jaco, why? Why didn't you ever talk to us about this? Why did it have to end this way? Why didn't you tell us? Is this really what you wanted? Can you even hear me?
It doesn't matter who it is. Exterminating the real culprit's soul and destroying the mystery labyrinth. That's why I'm here.
Oh no, Shinigami even sounds like serious. It's. Oh no. No.
Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case.
What just happened? What happened? No, 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 no. She, she gave him a hug. As she reaped his soul, she gave him a hug.
Master's naivete must be rubbing off on me. I mean, not even I hated Buzzhead. That's weird. This mystery labyrinth is falling apart slower than usual. I wonder why.
We shouldn't let our guards down yet. Do you really think we're done here?
Huh?
Do you have all of the fragments of truth that you sought?
What do you mean?
If so, we could just leave, right?
No, we haven't uncovered everything yet. No, there are still some mysteries remaining.
Huh? What's remaining? I reaped the culprit's soul already. I know it's slow, but this place is starting to come down.
Maybe it's not directly related to this case. I don't want to leave any questions unanswered, for Chief Yaku's sake. Please, help me, Shinigami.
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you, Master. You know I can't resist helping you when you rely on me. First, we need to reveal whatever mysteries are left. That should open up a new path. Lay it all out, Master. Puzzle it out. You can.
What was the thing that proved Dr. Huesca's betrayal? The emails? There's I.
Twirling, twirling, twirling. Nice.
That looked like a T. I'm sorry, that looked like a T. Can't tell me that wasn't a T. Do I have to look at her butt after I just went through that emotional trauma? Like, did I have to look at her butt after all that? Seriously, come on.
Oh, it's a secret dungeon! The labyrinth must be breaking down so slowly because the identity of the culprit isn't the only mystery. But it's still definitely coming down, so you better hurry, Master!
Yeah, got it.
Yuma, I'll follow you to the end until you reach the truth.
Oh, I love that Vivia's our friend now, and
Thank you.
so I just want to put a little disclaimer. Okay, listen. It's a few days later for me. Sorry, excuse me. I have a cough. Please, I'm sorry. I know. Normally I wouldn't even record with the cough I have. It's kind of bad. I'm gonna try my best not to, ever get it in the mic. But if you might hear it a little bit, I'm sorry. It's been a few days since I did the the end of the Labyrinth, and because I had been playing for like over 3 hours straight, and I needed a break after that emotional turmoil that it was. But yeah, I'm here now. I'm gonna finish out the chapter, and yeah, there's one last mystery to solve, and it is the emails from Dr. Huesca. Like, cause that is, I think that's the thing that's keeping us here, and we need to figure out, you know, who was sending those emails. Like, was it Yako? I don't know, but man, that was oh my god. Okay, let's just go. I can't even. It's been a few days. I still can't talk about it because it was so intense. I was like, that's exactly what I asked for, but like, be careful what you ask for, right? Right? I mean, that's why they say careful what you wish for, because but I wanted that emotional.
Do you regret this, Yuma?
I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
Oh,
I've been thinking. Remember what the Chief's soul said? If you keep that in mind while knowing who the true culprit is,
what did he say?
doesn't it seem like he wanted you to find the truth? Even though he was the culprit himself.
Oh, he.
Why is that?
Oh.
Maybe there's a hidden truth behind this case, and the Chief wanted us to find it.
There could be some anonymous person involved.
If Anonymous is part of this case, they must have a motive for killing Dr. Wesker as well. The doctor knew about the secret dealings and was planning to flee from Kanai Ward by himself, after all. Could it be that Anonymous took advantage of Chief Yako by instigating him to commit murder?
Yes. It's unlikely the chief just happened to kill Dr. Wesker right as he was planning to flee.
Yeah, why did he? We don't know why.
That's true. Anonymous isn't just involved in the case.
I suspect Makoto,
He'd be the mastermind, the Grey Eminence.
to be honest.
Gray's my 13th favorite color.
Her 13th favorite color, okay.
Why are you telling me that now?
I love Vivia, and I love that they have a friendship now, and they're...
The case
What? Who?
is already solved.
What kind of voice is that?
All these crimes were committed by Yako on his own.
What?
Now, get out of here.
Why are some letters capital? I'm so confused. What is this?
What was that voice?
I don't know.
Someone's trying to stop us from solving this mystery. Now we know. The mastermind is somewhere within this labyrinth.
I really do. I suspect Makoto. Because he's just creepy and I don't like him. So I suspect him.
Get out.
Who are you?
Get out.
Wait, that's a mystery phantom? I have to do another one of these things? Oh. I had to edit every single other one that I've done so far.
Get out. 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 Get out.
What's with this guy? Creepy.
We can't let this stop us. There's one more truth still hidden here. We have to find it. We need to know why the chief committed this crime.
Yes, we need to know. Also, it pulls at my heartstrings when Vivia starts to get passionate because like he seems like he acts like he's indifferent to everything, but I do feel like he, you know, this truth affected him as well. Like just as much as it did Yuma, just maybe in a different way.
Right. We'll figure this out.
Oh, here we go again. I was trying to look at the silhouette of this person to see who it might be, but I can't tell, honestly. They're just short, which makes me think Makoto. I don't trust Makoto. I can't stand him. He's so creepy. He might be the one who was sending the emails. Oh, I hate them. I'm not good at them, that's why I hate them.
Get out. The case. Solved.
It is not.
Solved. Get out.
What do I refute? Oh, jeez, I didn't see that there.
Damn.
So many self-serving arguments. It's all made up. Use your powers of deduction and repel the contradiction. Oh, so I just repel when he says this case is solved.
Solved. Solved.
My brain doesn't hold up. No, it still isn't solved yet. I will discover who the mastermind is.
Are we gonna find out in this chapter, or is it just gonna remain? I'm trying to see who, like, look at the silhouette and who it, like, the character model might look like, but I have no idea.
I will solve every mystery. I will not turn away from the truth.
Alright, I'm gonna listen to it and then decide what I need to...
Yako's the culprit.
That is true. Yes, he did kill him.
Everything was done by Yako alone.
Not him alone, though, I don't think.
Think the slaughter artist.
Yes, he did.
The murder weapon. We even killed the doctor.
He did do that.
Yako acted alone.
He didn't act alone, though, I don't think.
So what about this anonymous? Even if they did, you'll never find out
so
who they are. There is nothing connecting Yako to anonymous.
Okay, I have to refute that, but okay, I need to look at the keys to see... I'm pretty sure I need to refute that last thing he said. Just like the creep said, Fuzzhead killed the doctor.
Yeah.
I know. There's no doubt about that. But that's not all there is to this. Someone else was pulling the strings. We need to figure out who Anonymous is. Are there any clues? Let's check the solution keys. Okay, missing file. There are mostly old research logs in the storage room managed by Peacekeeper Director Yomi, but a section of the files on the shelf is missing. It could be Yomi too, actually. Though Yomi's taller than that. And we already had him as the Phantom, and he was just Monokuma. I mean... Photo, that's Yako. Death threat. There was never been a case where Fink the Slaughter Artist issued death threat. I can't read. Floor plan. Oh, I don't know. Is it... It's either the lab map or the missing file. I feel like... No, but the lab map was obviously... It was used by Yako. So that was his. Like, I don't think it's that, actually. I think it's the missing file. I'm gonna check. We'll see.
There is nothing connecting Yako to anonymous.
Okay, it's the map. Okay, okay. Took a bit of trial and error, but it is the map.
Chief Yako tried to hide this floor plan along with that photo of himself. It was strange for him to have this in the first place. This is the link between Anonymous and the Chief.
Kill you.
Who is this? I can't tell.
In the name of justice. I'll kill you.
We're doing more. No, please. Sorry. The eyewitness saw Fink. Photo storage key. Okay, there it is. No, that's Yomi.
The floor plan the chief had was from the lab's storage.
Wait. When he got slashed just then and he stumbled back, he had that weird little top hat. That weird little hat that Yomi wears. So this is Yomi? Yomi's in on it. Is that what's happening right now?
But that room was locked. No one could enter it. It was completely sealed off. Only the director of the Peacekeepers had access. So, the only person who could have gotten that floor plan was Peacekeeper Director Yomi.
Yep. You can see it now. That was cool, like, cause when you slashed the words then, when he stumbled, it made the silhouette more clear, and you could tell who it was. That was cool. I liked that.
The anonymous person who gave Chief Yako the floor plan and pushed him to commit murder was...
Wait, does this mean that Yomi... No. The Mystery Labyrinth only reaps the soul of the true culprit. So, like, even if he is outed as an accomplice, quote, unquote, it wouldn't kill him. He'd still be alive. Yako's the one who's going to die, but he was going to die anyway because of the gas, which is so depressing.
The director of the Peacekeepers, Yomi Hellsmile!
You know, when I first saw Yomi's character design, I was like, yeah, he's going to be my favorite character. I hated him the second he started speaking.
You were the mastermind. You were pulling the strings from behind the scenes. You instigated the chief to commit murder!
I never thought someone as empty as me could feel so much emotion.
Oh my god, my heart, please. Like, oh.
This is the first time in my life I felt this angry.
How did you do it? What did you do to drive the chief to murder? Answer me!
I'm not telling you anything, idiot.
Huh?
So what if you figured it out? Who cares? It's too late now, you pathetic ingrates. Everyone died just as I planned. Now no one can stand in my way. No one can lay a hand on me. You should be grateful. I'm cleaning up this city.
What did you say?
Master, I hate to admit it, but Yomi's right. We can't do anything to him here.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, they figured this out, but there's nothing they can do to him. They're gonna go back into the real world, and Yomi's still gonna be alive. He's still gonna be trying to capture them. Like, how are they gonna get themselves out of this mess as soon as they get out of the labyrinth? That's what I'm wondering.
Why not?
We manipulated Fuzzhead from behind the scenes, but he wasn't the one who murdered the doctor. This mystery labyrinth is for the murder of Dr. Huesca. You can't punish Yomi.
It's always so scary. It's a bit scary when Shinigami sounds serious.
Then what can we do? He has to pay for what he did!
We can't do anything! That's why I'm freaking out too!
So, exposing the truth would be pointless? Then why have we been seeking it all this time?
The truth is meaningless. I'm in charge in Kanai Ward. I have to laugh. Who could have guessed things would go so well? Yako Furio was a pain in the ass. The only reason I kept him alive is for this moment. He didn't even realize I was manipulating him into killing the doctor for me. How stupid can you be?
Just punch him in the face. Honestly, he deserves it.
You pay for this.
Master, time's up. The Mystery Labyrinth is about to be destroyed.
If only we had found out what he was up to sooner, we might have been able to stop him. Still, I should be able to bring this memory back into the real world. I'll remember this confession.
I hope he does. I hope he remembers that we became friends and we can be besties.
I'm not sure if it'll help, but I'll interrogate him once we return to the real world.
I don't know if he will keep these memories, though. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I'll cover it all up. You're all nothing but scum beneath my feet. I'm untouchable. And now, I'm gonna dispose of you like the trash you are.
He's terrifying, please. Oh no. Man, that's like it's a hard, a difficult situation all around. I'm still not over the reveal of who the culprit was in the first place. Like, why, Yaga? I still don't really know why. Like, we know it was subtly manipulated behind the scenes by Yomi, but like, why? Why would he suddenly be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this person? Because he saw the picture of him with that girl?
Hey, hurry up! Execute these scumbags immediately. Criminals have no rights.
You will pay for this.
What's with that look? Are you seriously going to defy me? Well, I don't care. You're all going to die now.
This is real bad, Master. He's serious.
Wait. Director Yomi Hellsmile. We know all about your secret dealings with Dr. Weska.
No, 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 no.
What? Did you say something? Maybe I'll kill the loudest one of you first.
Oh, now I want him dead.
If you have something to say, go ahead. I can't hear you. Come on, who wants to be the first to die?
How dare you do that to Vivia? How dare you?
Forget it. I guess I'll just kill both of you at the same time.
This guy isn't listening to a thing we say. If he was the real culprit, I'd both kill him.
It's all going exactly how he wants. Solving the case didn't help anything.
Goodbye. Hope you enjoy the worst nightmare of your life as you die.
The only one who will be having nightmares is you.
Oh, it's him.
You! I thought you went back to the surface! What are you doing here?
Well, Yomi, there's something I want you to see. What do you think of this?
What is that? And is Vivia okay, please? Like, why is he on the floor? I mean, I'm glad that he remembered everything from the labyrinth, but is he okay? Can somebody get him some help? Oh my god. I can't, like, we lost Yako. I don't want to lose another one, but I know there's a high chance it could happen in the next chapter.
How did you get that?
Most of the secret deals you've been making over the years are listed here. Looks like someone's been cooking the books. You conspired with Dr. Weska and leaked Amaterasu's technology to other national enterprises. And with the money you obtained, you bribed the right people to control this city.
Lies! You made that all up! Hey! I don't care if he is the CEO. Arrest this masked freak! We can't let this outsider barge in here and take control of this city! Capture him, execute him, chop his head off, crush his skull!
Calm down now.
What's wrong? Why are you just standing there?
Because Makoto is the CEO. That's why they're just standing there. Yomi is so drunk with power. He thinks he's above everybody.
If you're scared, then I'll offer a bounty. Whoever kills him gets 100 million shin. Why won't you obey me? He's using false information to tear the Peacekeepers apart. You want that? You'll all be out of a job! Kane Ward is better off without people like him! This city's fallen into ruin ever since he showed up! Now follow my orders! This city doesn't belong to him. It belongs to me! The Great Yomi!
You can't see me, but my eyes just rolled so far back into my head.
I'm sorry, Dr. Yomi. This city doesn't belong to anyone.
I thought he turned her into a cube of flesh. She's here. She's still here.
You... Martina, you're alive?
Makoto stopped the execution order you issued. I am here today thanks to him.
Martina is right. Kane Ward belongs to everyone who lives here. It doesn't belong to you!
Shinigami?
Probably best to stay quiet and watch for now.
No, what? Like, Vivia's like dead on the floor. What?
So, you're on that freak's side now?
Hello? You think that she would be on your side after you ordered her to be turned into a cube of flesh? What is wrong with you? Are you really so delusional that you think that she's still gonna want to be with you? Are you like so like narcissistic, full of yourself that you think the whole world revolves around you? I'm sorry, I can't stand him.
I won't stand for this. You're a member of the Peacekeepers. I won't allow such insubordination!
Director Yomi, there's something I'd like to say to you.
I hope.
You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to consult with a lawyer.
What?
Your reign is over, Yomi Hellsmile. Now, everyone, arrest the offending suspect. Please, do not be too rough. Even criminals have rights.
Damn it. Damn you! Mark my words, you masked bastard! Yomi Hellsmile will be back! And when I am, I'll kill you! I'll rip you to pieces for taking everything from me! You're all dead! I'll kill every last one of you!
Just be like, okay, just shut up now. Just shut up.
As we discussed before, upon receiving his punishment, I hereby resign from my role in the Peacekeepers.
You don't have to.
I must. This is my way of taking responsibility as his accomplice. Well, Chief Executive Makoto, I hope you will see to the rest.
Wow.
Sorry for causing so much trouble. That should settle things for now.
I still don't trust you, Makoto, but I hate you less than Yomi, so I'm okay with this.
What's going on?
While the Peacekeepers had their hands full with the lab incident, I snuck into Yomi's room and looked around. And there, I found this file. It's all thanks to you.
Don't tell me. You meant to bring us here to be a decoy from the start?
It was all just a series of coincidences.
Are you sure? I don't... Listen, this guy is way smarter than he tries to seem.
Looks like I wasn't able to die once again.
Oh my god.
Well, at least things worked out.
Oh, Vivia, please, please.
That was really dangerous. I thought you were done for, Master.
So did I.
Makoto showing up really saved us. Though it seems like he was using me and the others.
He definitely was.
Pisses me off. Let's give him a piece of our minds.
I'm sorry about what happened to Chief Yako. With Yomi gone, there's a change in the winds of Kanai Ward. Even through the endless downpour, I will rebuild this city from the ground up. Because I love this city more than anyone else.
I see.
By the way, how did your investigation at the secret lab go? Did you find what you were looking for?
I don't know, because then we got involved in this whole mess. So...
You know, the so-called immortal monster, the homunculus.
Who is probably Yuma. I don't know, though. I'm guessing. That's my theory. My theory is that it's Yuma. But then again, that could be false.
No, I didn't find anything.
Maybe homunculi are just rumors.
They're not. There's no way. There's no way it would be brought up so many times since chapter, what, 2 maybe? 3? 2, I think. There's no way it would be brought up so many times if it weren't true. Just saying.
But let me know if you'd still like help in your search. If it's within my power, I'll permit you detectives to search anywhere in Kanai Ward.
Thanks.
Well, I need to get going. You should return to your friends. I'm sure they're worried about you.
Probably. Yako just died.
Plus, you need to tell everyone what happened to Fuzzhead.
Oh, geez. Imagine having to tell everybody that the culprit here was Yako. Oh my god.
Oh, one more thing. I have a gift for you, my friend. To express my gratitude.
Oh no, oh no. You don't accept gifts from this creepy man.
A gift?
Don't take that. There's an ulterior motive here. I don't trust him.
Kanai Ward will be reborn, thanks to you.
Ugh, why do you say it like that? That's so ugh.
I haven't done anything.
No, that's not true. Please accept the gift. We're friends. Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Don't open it yet. It's a bit of a surprise.
I don't know. I get too excited about the story and I click the button too fast. I'm sorry. He said, "Yeah, we're friends."
Sure. Okay.
But we're not friends. I don't trust you.
See you later.
Something weird is in there. If he's telling him not yet, if he's like, "Don't open it yet. It's a secret." That's so it's suspicious. I would be like, I'd be opening it right now. I don't trust him. Oh no, Halara's still...
He's back!
Halara's still trying to revive him. Oh my god.
Are you alright? We saw a bunch of peacekeepers heading that way.
Well, how did the investigation go?
The case is closed.
Closed? Really?
I see. I'm relieved to hear that.
Sorry.
Now the chief can rest without any regrets.
Oh no.
Rest? Wait. Do you mean the chief? Wait, you're joking, right?
Oh no.
He passed away quite a while ago.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
I was hoping he would live until Yuma and the others returned, but there was nothing we could do.
A while ago? And that means he was dead before the Mystery Labyrinth.
That's what he wanted, right? He knew it was gonna happen. Oh no, not that sprite of Yuma. I can't. I'm gonna cry.
No, it can't be. Chief Yako, please, tell me you're only sleeping.
Oh my god.
I will turn back time now, so please, open your eyes.
Stop it. There's no need to keep pestering the chief.
But...
I wish I could do something too. But he's dead. As a detective, you should understand that.
Oh.
Don't sob like a baby. I want to cry too, but...
Was he already dead? Or was it due to the Mystery Labyrinth? We'll never know.
I think I'll head home now. My business here is done.
No, you can't leave. You need the support of your friends at a time like this.
So cold-hearted, as usual.
No.
He's like an emotionless robot.
No, he's not. He has emotions and he's feeling them right now. That's why he's leaving. Please don't be mean to him.
Vivia,
Someone stop him.
we should head back too. With the chief, of course.
How are they gonna bring him back? Someone has to carry him. Oh my god. I mean, you know, this is what I wanted, the emotional connection to somebody who ended up being the culprit, and then it happened and I wasn't prepared.
Master, how long are you gonna let this get you down? I know you're shocked that Buzzhead was the culprit. But you and I solved it together, so shouldn't we be celebrating?
No. I think even Shinigami, she knows that they shouldn't be celebrating because you could tell by the tone of her voice. She's not like her usual like nonsense. So
Solved it? Yes, we did learn the truth. But it didn't resolve anything.
I can't.
What's the point of solving something if it doesn't save anyone? In the end, we still don't know why the chief did it. How could you even consider it solved?
I understand why you're upset. Alright, I'll leave you alone for now.
Why is she here? I'm sorry, but who is she? This is Kurumi. I'm assuming. I'm sure it's Kurumi, but like, why is she always here? Like, I get that she's liked. Like, I don't dislike her myself. But like, she always comes, and it's just like, okay, give some space. I don't know.
Yuma,
I don't know how I feel about her.
I thought you'd be here.
Why are you here? I'm sorry, that sounds mean. I'm upset.
Karuni.
I just promised I'd give him some alone time.
Are you sure you should be walking around alone at this hour?
I heard about Chief Yako. Hey, Yuma. Did we make a mistake? If we didn't try to find that secret lab, maybe Chief Yako would still be alive.
I don't know if what we did was right or wrong, but either way, I think it would have ended like this eventually.
I'm glad to see that you've returned safely.
Thank you.
To tell the truth, while you were at the lab, I looked into Chief Yako's past a bit.
Huh?
Why would she do that? See, this is why I don't know how I feel about her, because why on earth would she look into Yako's past while he was at the lab? What was the point? Like, I get she's the, quote, informant, but like, why? Why would she suddenly be like, yeah, let's look into his past? It's not like she's been here for the last 3 chapters. Like, I don't know. It's like she knows more than she leads on kind of thing. I don't know.
I was just curious. Do you remember that talk on the submarine?
To me, this town is my life. My bitter past, my fun memories, they're all right here. I just wanted to protect the happiness I found within arm's reach. But it wasn't easy. It was too much for me to handle on my own. And as a result, I lost everything. I was an empty shell until you all came along.
In short, the chief lost his wife 4 years ago. She was a researcher at Amaterasu's lab.
The chief's wife was an Amaterasu researcher?
On top of that, his wife's death was declared an accident. But there seems to be more to the story. At the time, the lab's head researcher was suspected of leaking technological information. It was the chief's wife that blew the whistle. If what she said was true, he would have been removed. But on the day before the commission came to investigate, an experiment went wrong and exploded, killing her.
It's obvious that someone was trying to silence her.
Yeah. Chief Yako probably suspected that too. He was conducting his own investigation. In the end, I don't know what conclusion he reached.
So that's who the chief wanted to protect most. It's what he meant when he said he lost everything.
And the person his wife accused was... Weska.
Okay, alright. I can see his why now.
Dr. Weska.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, we just solved his whole murder, and it was emotionally damaging.
No, it doesn't ring a bell. It's getting late. Let's head back to the detective agency. The chief's final words. I think they were actually meant for himself.
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind. But you know what? Turning your eyes away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong, At least you can stand proud.
But I think he was wrong. Because everyone is mourning you, Chief. Chief, I've made up my mind. No matter how cruel it may be, I will expose the truth hidden in this city.
Hey, did you come up with this dish yourself? I've never had anything so tasty.
Thank
Okay.
you. Cooking is all I'm really good at, after all.
What is the purpose of the... Oh. 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 I think it's because Yako, he wanted Yuma to cook and Yuma wasn't good at cooking, and I think that's what it is.
Are you hungry? Can I make you something at the agency?
Well, I guess I haven't eaten in a while.
What? This Splatty is gonna mix something dangerous into your food.
Sorry. I'm laughing because of the way she said what. She's like, what? That was hilarious.
I suggest you stay far away. Alright. What should I make? I need to cheer you up.
Amazing physique. Number 1. May look wizened. Beneath his robe is a muscle-bound body. Okay, thank you for that information. Oh, it's Vivia, my beloved.
I'll go on ahead and make something in the kitchen.
Yeah, we need a moment.
She seems rather considerate. She's a nice girl.
Yeah, I don't trust her though.
Yeah.
I wish you'd be more considerate to me.
Yuma, does light shine into your world now that you've obtained the truth?
I don't know. It's like you said. I feel as though the world's ended. I tried so hard to find the truth. Should I not have done that?
You should ask yourself that tomorrow. The you of tomorrow will have an answer for the you of today.
As usual, I'm not quite sure what you mean, Vivia.
Come on, Yuma. That's the most clear thing he's said at all. He's ever said. Like, it makes total sense. All right, now hug. Give it a hug. You need to hug each other in this time.
What's that?
It was hidden in the drawer of the chief's desk. It seems like a letter from Anonymous.
Oh, from him.
Anonymous? You mean Yomi?
Of course, he didn't know Anonymous was Yomi. This letter mentioned the truth behind his wife's death 4 years ago.
The truth?
It describes how Dr. Weska conspired to murder her. The facts were laid out, cold and calculated. I wonder, how did the chief feel when he read it? It's not hard to imagine him burning with a desire for revenge against Dr. Weska. By the way, this letter arrived right after I was dispatched to Kanai Ward. In other words, the motive and means were both in the chief's hands.
So the letter was the trigger.
In my ghost form, I've seen the chief staring at this letter in secret many times. Back then, I didn't know what he was reading. But I know the chief was thinking about it constantly.
He didn't think to just look over his shoulder. I'm sorry, but in your ghost form, can't you just look over his shoulder?
Perhaps the map of the lab was sent together with this letter.
Maybe he was like, not my business.
If so, then it was a total setup.
I'm sure the chief deeply regretted using her fortes as part of his crime.
Oh, no.
Or maybe that's just the truth I seek.
Oh, Vivia cares. I can't. My heart.
Maybe it's nothing more than wishful thinking.
Just give him a hug. He needs a hug. He desperately needs a hug. He's probably never had one in his entire life.
You might be right. I think the chief wavered back and forth the whole time.
Yeah, I agree.
Some people think Vivia is cold-hearted, but I think he cared deeply for the chief.
He's not cold-hearted at all. He's probably the one who cares the most. He's just a precious bub.
He really did admire him.
Give him a hug. He needs it. He's never had one. Give him a hug.
Well, I think he's terrible at showing it. He needs to work on his facial expressions at the very least.
By the way, Yuma. Yomi definitely was the mastermind who worked in the shadows to put this together. With that aside, there's one more person I'm curious about.
You mean Makoto Kagutsuchi? I know. Do you think it was a coincidence he brought me to the lab today?
No. Everything that creep does is cold and calculated. I'm convinced.
Or... Oh, the phone.
You can hear the phone through the submarine? Like, I feel like that door is heavy. You can hear it?
It's a call from the WDO. We should go back inside.
Uh-oh. What are they gonna do? There's no chief. Like, there has to be... Something's gonna happen. There's gonna be a twist, right? Like, I mean, what other kind of twist could they give me? They've already torn my heart out. Blank week mystery? What is that? Ugh.
I know about Yako Furio.
This guy looks like that one of the first people we met on the train. He looks like that old guy. I don't remember his name. But he's just, that's him, right? Like, they look exactly the same.
Who could have suspected that a proud detective of the WDO would commit murder?
He doesn't know anything.
If only the World Detective Organization had sent support to Kanai Ward sooner.
Stop it. There's no point in saying that now.
I can hear you. Enough idle talk. Focus. The only thing a detective must do is solve cases. Concentrate on solving mysteries. Emotions will only shackle you as a detective. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. I know you're suffering from the loss of your chief, but the investigation must continue. Until Kanai Ward's ultimate secret is revealed, the great global mystery will never be solved. These are heavy responsibilities. It demands your complete attention.
In that case, please tell us, what is the great global mystery? Many master detectives have already been killed. Keeping us in the dark could lead to more deaths.
I'm scared that that's exactly what's gonna happen. If we lose another one, listen. I can't do it again. But I know it might happen. It's a good possibility. There's still another chapter left.
Like what happened to our chief.
Very well. The great global mystery is a mass kidnapping case.
Huh?
Huh? Kidnapping?
I'm sorry, but like I have the same reaction as Yasuhiko. He's like, that's it? Kidnapping? Like what?
Yes, countless people from around the world have been kidnapped and taken to Kanai Ward. We are searching for the heinous criminal responsible.
Heinous criminal? Lots of people have been taken to Kanai Ward?
But where could they gather that many people in this city?
Well, I have an idea.
Huh? Seriously?
Alara seems to know something. You'd better go have a chat, Master.
Let's talk to her.
The restricted area. They could gather all the kidnapped people there.
You're right. That would be the perfect place to hide them.
I was planning on discussing it later, but there is some new information about that place. It appears that the restricted area does in fact have a corpse disposal facility.
Ugh.
However, there are lots of rumors about the restricted area. For example, they even say it's a corpse disposal facility where bodies from Kanai Ward are dumped off. What? That rumor was true?
In Kanai Ward, corpses rot easily due to the humidity from the rain, so they are quick to retrieve bodies. The corpses are then loaded onto trucks and transported to the restricted area for disposal. But that process is managed by a department with a handful of people working directly for Amaterasu's CEO. On top of that, they are only involved in transportation. They aren't aware of what happens afterwards. How the bodies are buried and who buries them is a mystery.
All of this secrecy around the burials. It's suspiciously cautious.
The CEO is that Makoto guy, right? Does he have something to do with the corpse burials?
But how is the global kidnapping case related to a corpse disposal facility?
I know! They are forcing the kidnapped people to bury the bodies!
What?
I doubt it. Why bother kidnapping just for that?
Anyway, there's definitely something happening in the city. Something sinister.
We just don't know what it is.
While we're at it, perhaps I should share the information I've obtained as well.
Wait, huh? You got something too?
That anemic vampire knows something. I sure wish we'd gotten the whole story right away.
I don't know if it has anything to do with what's going on here. But while I was using spectral projection to search for the secret lab, I kept hearing about a strange rumor in town. There's a taboo among Kanai Ward's residents. Something they must never discuss in front of outsiders.
Taboo?
He's probably the only one who could have learned that. I doubt anyone would mention it in front of detectives.
So what was it about?
The Blank Week Mystery.
Oh, I read that in the loading screen. Had no idea what it was.
The Blank Week Mystery?
Unfortunately, all I know is its name, and that it's taboo to mention it in Kanai Ward.
Huh? That's it? I don't get it.
Well, it does sound ominous. Maybe it has something to do with the mass kidnapping and the restricted area.
But all we have to go on is the term.
The Blank Week Mystery is taboo in Kanai Ward. I wonder if Kurumi has heard about it. I should ask her after this meeting with number 1.
She probably has.
she's an informant who may be hiding information. If that's true, we'll have to torture the info out of her.
I mean, yeah, I don't agree with what Shinigami's saying. What I'm saying is, I'm sure Kurumi knows this. She has to. Like, she lives in the city. She has to have heard these rumors. So why has she never mentioned it? Is she really on their side?
The Great Global Mystery in the Restricted Area. The Blank Week Mystery.
There's too many going on. I can't keep up.
And a heinous criminal pursued by the WDO. After coming this far, we're still discovering more mysteries. How are they all connected? What is going on in Kanai Ward?
Detectives, listen closely. If this case is ignored, then more people shall end up becoming the victims of this criminal. The only ones who can stop it, the only ones are us detectives. The World Detective Organization will never overlook a mystery. Any and all truths must be exposed, understand? We are aiming, as always, for a perfect solution. And as long as I'm involved in this investigation, I will be the one to guide us toward finding that perfect solution. Our moment of truth is finally at hand. Go forth, proud detectives. Eliminate all mystery.
What did he just explode?
What's going on?
What was that flash?
Did he just die?
Number one, I heard an explosion.
Yeah, I think we just saw him die.
What's that? Another branch. A news flash. All right, give me the video feed.
We bring you breaking news. The WDO headquarters has been struck by a terrorist bombing.
What?
Here's live footage from the scene. You can see the fierce fire consuming it. For those of you just tuning in.
Terror attack? Hold on. The World Detective Organization? No way. Impossible.
What is this? What is happening? Master, this is...
This is bad. What's no. I knew it. Don't trust that lying, sneaky little rodent.
No, it's gas. Everyone, hold your breath.
No.
Die someday.
No, Makoto, that little weasel. No. Oh my god. He's gonna kill them all. It's him. He's just a conniving little weasel. That's the end of the chapter. Oh my god, this chapter. Wow. That's such a good chapter. Okay. I expected way worse. I died so many times. That chapter was insane. Like, definitely by far the best chapter of this game so far. That cliffhanger ending? What the heck is that? Oh my god. Like, not only did we get to spend time with Vivia, but we got the emotional damage. And the plot is really starting to thicken. I don't trust that little weasel Makoto because it was because of his stupid gift that this happened. He should have just thrown it in the garbage because you don't trust him. Like, he's not giving you a gift because you're his friend. You're not his friend. He's a conniving little weasel. Okay? I'm sorry. I mean, my ranking isn't that bad. I expected way worse. I had a hard time in the Mystery Labyrinth. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe one day when I replay it on my own, I could try to get SS for everything, but I doubt it. I still have fun though. But anyway, I'm going to end this part here because this is the end of chapter 4. Um, I know at the beginning I had said that I was only going to post up to chapter 4 because that was the quote rule or whatnot by Spike Chunsoft, but it's been long enough. Like, I think the rule is just to avoid spoilers, but the game has been out since June 30th, and right now as I'm recording this, it's November 10th. So I feel like, it's been long enough. So I'm gonna play the whole game on my channel. I'm playing the whole game because I want to experience the whole game and I want to talk about the whole game. Like, I want to take the time to talk about it. I want to download the downloadable content of the other characters because obviously I need more Vivia and Halara in my life. The other two, yeah, I'll do them too, I guess. I don't know. I'm not as interested in them as the other two, let's be honest. But yeah, I will be playing through chapter 5, which is the final chapter. And maybe there's an epilogue, maybe, because I'm guessing there was a prologue. So whenever there's a prologue, there always has to be an epilogue. I know that because I'm a writer. I'm just kidding. I mean, I am a writer, but like usually if you have a prologue in your story, there has to be an epilogue, and there can't really be an epilogue without a prologue, technically speaking. I know that that's not the case for a lot of things, and most writers these days, they don't really adhere to that rule, but usually that's how it works. That's usually they accompany each other is what I'm trying to say. So I don't know, maybe there's an epilogue as well. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to continuing to play this game. Honestly, I think I want to go into chapter 5, at least recording chapter 5 right after I finish this, because I really want to keep going. I didn't expect, like, I thought I had taken a break between when we solved the mystery to doing that second mystery phantom, extra bonus nonsense. And I didn't expect the ending to be over an hour long. Like, I know that this part must be really long. It must be close to 4 hours, which is crazy. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched throughout the whole thing and you're still listening to me ramble on like crazy, thank you. I will see you in the next one. I'm so excited to keep playing this game and learn the mysteries, but I'm also a little bit sad to finish it because I don't want to finish it. I really enjoy it. But yeah, this mystery labyrinth was emotional turmoil 101, and I'm excited to get into more of the story and to really discover the truth of Connie Ward, why everyone is here, what's going on, basically. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for listening to my ramblings for the last, I don't know how many minutes. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.